Sigma just back in a minute. Okay. Here. Okay, give me a second. Oh, okay, this one. Okay, so hello everyone, welcome back. We are here today, me and Tnobes, she's helping me today with the cast. And for today's match, we have the fusion against Infinity, so we can start. Okay, so I don't need to screen share now. Okay, just a second. So this I can wait. Okay, no, perfect. Do you see it?
I'm just looking right now.
Yes.
Yeah, I can see the screen.
Oh, okay, perfect.
See.
Think everything is
Server
fine.
ready?
Yeah, we can start. Let's go. Everything is fine, yeah.
Here the field spell, Harpy's hunting ground. Come on out, Harpy Taylor. The field
Okay,
spell,
so
Harpy's hunting
Infinity
ground.
decided to start with the Harpies.
Harpy
He's
Taylor's effect
I would say a
activates.
solid pick.
I hope you're ready. I special summon a monster.
So starting with the typical combo, now using Harpy's Hunting Ground right away makes me want to believe that this is Harpy Neos that we're seeing out of
You've never seen
Huron over here.
from my hand. I activate a spell.
That's what the typical
Oh, he
Harpy's
plays
Feathers combo.
the other skill, the Harpy last wheel.
I special summon a
Interesting.
monster. My monster's effect. I set a
Okay.
code.
Nice.
I end my
Here
turn.
I go. My turn. I draw a card. Here I
Oh,
go.
Harpy's last well.
I summon
Okay.
a monster in attack position.
Oh, Ritual Beast.
I'm counting on you. I summon a
Opening
monster
Elder
in
Cannon,
attack
question
position.
mark. Oh, no.
I've been
Okay.
waiting for this moment. I reveal my face down card. I activate a quick play spell.
Oh, yeah. Give me a
Now,
second. This one.
My
I didn't
monster's
update.
Just
effect.
gonna change Cyber / effects. This will prevent
This.
a fusion summon from occurring.
I set a card. My turn is done.
Here I go.
Okay. So this was
I activate the
kinda
spell, Harpy's
sad.
Feather
Sorry
Duster.
for Mutke.
Say hello
Okay,
to
so this is
Harpist.
RIP. I mean, currently no one is playing C3, we might
My monster
we will
attacks.
see. I don't think that
Harpy Harpist,
the hand traps
attack.
are not good in Ritual Beast right now, I think.
It's not over yet.
It's too late to give up. I attack your
So I
life
would be
points
kinda surprised if he
directly.
plays in hand trap.
Yeah, no, there wasn't any hand traps there. Yeah, at the start, I wasn't 100% sure what he used, or if he used the skill for Harpy's Hunting Ground, but really what he did was he used Harpy's Hunting Ground so he can get a 4th material in the grave so he can activate his skill Harpy's Last Will. Really good play out of a Huron at the start, and he takes the first game.
Yeah. It's a very bad matchup for Little Beast. Is an easy clap for Harpies. So we gotta wait second game. So we will see the what is the second deck for Mutke? Oh, okay. So this might be Phantom Knight or Buster Blader.
Very well. I'll face you.
You think you can defeat me? Don't flatter yourself.
Duel. Ready? It's my turn. I set a card. I'll set a card. I'll set a card. I end my turn.
So this could be a potential PK brick, although this could also be Draw Sense Low Level Buster Blader. So we will see what card he runs. We see a Perfumer out of Huron, so not as strong of a start, but still a consistent opening.
Here's the card I set.
And Book is used in response to the ads.
Oh yeah, Phantom Knight's going first. So good. But he wait. Oh, he opened the bed.
It's
Okay.
my turn.
At least
I
he had the book.
draw. I'll set a card. I end my turn.
Feeling nervous? Draw.
There's still no play, although just Book alone doesn't tell us if this is Phantom Knight or Draw Sense Low Level Buster. But we will likely see. We'll likely find out next turn.
So we already know that he decided to add the field spell. Most likely he already has another monster in the hand. Okay, he will activate and see what decides to hit.
You're already struggling with one Harpy lady. How will you fare against more? Elegant egotist.
So definitely not an ideal spot for Mudk here. Harpy's Hunting Ground going to apply a lot of pressure here. Running some back row destruction. Targets his own card, which means he's targeting Hysteric Sign, so he can plus off it. See if Mudk responds with a Cosmic or something to prevent this. Again, Cosmic wouldn't 100% tell us what deck he'd be playing, although we would find out next turn since the skill Draw Sense Low Level can be triggered after you lose 1,000 life points.
Welcome to the stream.
Hysteric Sign just does go to the graveyard with no response from Mudk, so Sniper / Harpy Lady comes out now. He's Hunting Ground pops another back row.
Sorry to disappoint.
Book of Moon is chained in response.
Second book.
Activate a quick play spell.
There's still a normal summon if he has it, but he looks like he doesn't. So he's just gonna add 3 at the end phase.
Really good for him.
He's gonna add a Channeler, probably a Harpist, and maybe an Oracle. And there's the Oracle.
I end my turn.
It's my turn. I draw.
The classic pick for Harpies, and they have to add the cards with a Hysteric Sign effect in the graveyard. So we still don't know what is Mutke on. we are 1-0. Oh, I missed one game.
That was the game they won, or Ahuron won with like the channeler into like Harpy's last will.
Ah, true, I forgot. I'm dumb.
My deck will
Oh,
unleash
good.
its
Okay, so Phantom strategy. So this is
Okay.
PK.
Sending the gloves.
Sends a glove, which means he's gonna send a cloak here to add potentially a boots or something else, but likely a boots here.
ancient cloak's effect.
Mhm.
Oh, he just grabs the
one of the
gloves.
gloves,
Okay.
The Phantom Knights of
Likely
Ragged
wants he'd
Gloves.
follow up, but maybe he also has boots in hand already.
I believe maybe there is counter emotion.
The Phantom Knights
Oh,
of
he is
Okay, he
good.
does have Phantom Knight Silent Boots, so
Yeah,
makes
he get the
sense.
boots. Okay.
He's gonna have to make Break Sword here. Try and apply some pressure, although this is a weird spot because if he gets booked or karma, his turn pretty much ends unless he has a lance. We'll see what he has. Break Sword comes out.
Yeah, there's a nice chance that might have a lance or something live anyway, so
Now's my chance.
maybe try
And
to
book is used in
do
response.
some face.
Activate a quick play spell.
A lance will be needed to keep him alive.
Okay.
Treacherous is chained in response. Now this will cause this. Oh, Karma Cut's
Damn.
chained to that. Okay, so
That
Break Sword
hurts.
won't be able to use its effect now. Before it would have been able to.
Hmm. Big,
Keep
very
in mind
good.
the Phantom Knight Sword. This won't prevent the Break Sword from going to grave, but he did want Trap and Grave so that he could summon. Wait, does he have a Phantom Knight Engrave?
He only has, I think, the gloves.
Yeah, okay, so he chained that in response so that he can have an extra layer of defense.
Yeah.
But this is not
Doesn't
a
really
really
do
good position
anything, but
for
yeah.
for Mudk now.
That brings my turn to an end.
This is likely a win for Harpy.
Yeah, the Fog Blade is not even enough because of the field spell.
Yeah.
So GG.
You've never seen techniques like this before.
And Harpy's last will on top of it too, yeah.
Kills, okay.
There's no reason to use it just because
Just to flex.
yeah.
I activate my continuous trap. Phantom Knight's Fog Blade.
Okay.
Harpy Channeler's effect activates.
It's important to keep in mind that
Say hello to
unless he
Harpy
has Swallow's Nest in hand, Mudk won't lose this turn because he can protect himself from one attack with the Trap and Graveyards. Although he has to top deck a level 3 to have any sort of play next turn. So it's not looking good.
I mean, he's kind of dead regardless.
If you're already struggling.
Oh, he has Oracle too. Yeah, he can attack through that. Yeah, no, it's over.
Yeah, there's no comeback, nothing. All the resources will be wasted to try to survive, which is not gonna work.
Without the sign, there was a world where he could top into a level 3 and potentially make a play to break a board, but yeah, not in this one.
I set a card face down.
Unfortunately, he won the coin flip, but it was a huge breakout.
Unfortunate for Mudk, although couldn't really do much that hand, and the hand before that, Huron had a really good hand with Harpy. Defusion will start game 02, although still a lot to play, so I'm sure they'll be able to bounce back. The Phantom Knight Sword is going to be used here.
The Phantom Knights of Ragged Gloves.
That is gonna give him one more turn, but
My monster attacks.
But he can
Harpy
still,
Harpist's effect activates.
yeah.
maybe he can top deck a Cosmic just to see what is the back row and get the information. And then just leave. Also, this will take time to for his team to choose the counter pick or the player to stand. No,
Kegmucha
no.
Knight. Nice.
Kagemucha for intimidation.
Kegmucha attack into Cyber Slash.
It's a poo. Yeah, hold on, takes his second.
Classic, you can't beat me, I beat myself. Infinity starring 2-0.
He's a second
With
game.
30 card, 3 card Harpy's Last Will Harpies.
Hey, Sobe. Oh no, that's bad. It was on the application for the overlay, and it's bugged. So I have to click again. So there is no repeat. Sorry. Sometimes just. People need to know that this difficult time in the world is Giampy fault. His ban needs to be done. One day, bro. But thank you for telling me,
so
Jeba.
Trap
Didn't notice
Dexter
that
is on
the game over the overlay. Yeah.
Dexter
Oh, Dexter
swaps in for
the
diffusion.
next player. Okay.
You think you can
So they go again with the
Don't flatter yourself.
I think the name is Yuto with this character. I'm not sure.
Come on out, Harpy Channeler.
If this is Phantom Knights, hopefully they open a little better than last time. Although
Going
I
I special summon a monster. My monster's effect activates.
Yeah, sure.
another channeler open.
It's
for
been like
Mahuron.
for
Very
so many months.
Very good
I think
open.
for maybe almost a year. Just saying that.
From my hand,
Keck.
I activate a spell.
Okay, he go for a +2, pot of greed.
I set a card
So
face
good.
down. I set a card. I end my turn.
and run 2 back rows, so not awful.
Surely these two back row are gonna be enough. Unless
See if Trap Dexter has ample. Okay, so he does use the Phantom strategy, so this is PK confirmed. Although we could probably could have guessed that since Buster doesn't have the best matchup against Harpy. But Phantom Knights usually are not too bad.
again. I thought it was Laurentino's fault. Yeah, as
The
well.
one thing we should probably be able to imply from this is that since they brought out Phantom Knights, they probably don't have any
flat
better
pay.
counters to it, like Luna Light or something.
My trap.
So there was no Kagemucha. So most likely a boots in the hand. For sure.
Yeah, very, very likely there's a boots. Floodgate is used in response to the summon.
I set a card. I set a card. I end my turn.
Here I go. My turn. Draw.
Okay. So he has a fog blade.
I activate Hysteric Signs effect.
Devo fare Otis.
The field spell
Ah, green! He opens the hero spell. He's so broken.
struggling with one harpy lady, how will you fare against more?
Still
Elegant
is, he
egotist.
still has one back row.
Swoop in,
No, wait,
harpy
there's no
lady.
back row like next turn.
This is a really awkward spot for Trap Dexter because he could chain book in response to this. Although if he really wanted to, if he didn't have any other harpies in hand, he can use Cyber Slash Harpy to bounce his Cyber Slash Harpy. Sorry, his Cyber Slash Harpy to bounce Cyber Harpy Lady and then summon it. But it looks like he doesn't have to in this case. He will chain book in response to one of these, so he can't exceed summon. Means he won't be able to use won't be able to OTK this turn unless he has an egotist now.
So yeah, that's why Auron
but he
immediately left.
yeah, so he does
He at the end to finish his
he
opponent
did
next
bounce
turn.
the monster, so yeah, it is game.
Nice, nice.
End of the road, hun. I
3
attack your
and
life
0.
points directly.
Oh, so this.
Harpy continues their reign.
My Phantom Knights can't stand anymore.
Listen, hun, the way you've been playing today, there wasn't a single thing you could do to stop me.
That is true. Because he opened the field spell. He was unstoppable.
These are definitely in an interesting
Oh, we had the first
spot
repeat
where
from the fusion. Okay.
Harpies are an interesting spot where if they open Channeler, they usually can do really well, but if they don't, then there are a lot of decks that can usually outgrind them. The only thing with the last game was the Mudcave bricked against the Perfumer Open, so we didn't get to see him take advantage of it. But maybe we'll see it this game. Trap Dexter rather is repeating this.
Here I go.
Yeah, but he lost the coin.
And
Flip
again is going
I set
second.
a card. I set
Uh-uh.
a card. I set a card face down. I end my turn.
Yeah, sure, we'll start.
I draw.
Alright, so this is Trap Dexter's
Just need to
opportunity.
keep going. Oh yeah, the one MST.
Space Typhoon.
Gonna blind space a back row.
And he hits the Karma card. That's really good for him.
Is probably a good hit if he doesn't have another discard trap, especially if the card in hand is a sign. But we'll see if he has anything else. Dexter will get to try and combo this turn. We see a book. Okay, no book.
Are both? I don't think both are fake.
Come out.
Okay.
I exceed summon my monster.
Let me change this.
A Levier comes out, and Floodgate is used
Floodgate,
in response if
drop
there are
all.
land.
Book.
There's a Book of Moon that's used in response. Okay.
Okay, there are
Very
assumes that-
likely, yeah.
Okay, he's
Very
on the
likely
back.
that there was another back row, yeah.
Assuming that the opponent opened like pretty garbage, no monsters, probably can go over the Leviair. Also the defense is kinda nice. The only monster that can go over it is the normal slash. I mean, it doesn't affect actually, but it's like
He'll be forced to use his back row
It's
here if
on
he
effect,
wants to
just
keep his
because-
Levier, but it's likely another book.
so he had the perfect card in the hand, and this was most likely forced. Maybe not, because then he can still get it on trap a monster.
If his card in hand
It's a
wasn't a
top
back
deck
row,
as
he didn't
well.
have to necessarily use his book there. He could have let the flood go through. But him using book there leads me to believe his set is a book.
I mean, he can search the cloak, and the cloak will have enough defense to survive against the Cyber Heart Lady. for the next
He
turn.
does let it go through, but I mean, he does have 2 graveyard effects, so he will get to likely play this turn if he tops a monster.
Oh,
Otherwise, he
sorry.
will be able to just put breaks, or
Oh,
he
my
will
bad.
just be able to add Fog Blade.
Oh, this send the cloak, right? So
It looks like he
fetch.
is just gonna go for the Fog Blade
So
add.
you can probably just pass on the fog blade. I don't know if he activates now the cloaks. Let's see what he gets. Maybe he keeps it for the next turn. He has no monster in the hand. So okay. One of each one. So okay. We'll also send another cloak. So slowly losing his resources.
I'll set a card.
Okay, so he just sent the cloak and pass. Okay, makes sense as well.
I end
Feeling
my turn.
nervous? It's my turn.
He has more background.
Draw.
So one of these fog blade, we already know that. The middle, probably a book. Or a lens. No, I'm not gonna do the
Actually, it
lens.
was a world where you didn't have
Probably
to
book.
necessarily do that to give yourself a chance to open, or to give yourself a slightly better chance to top a monster, and then you can do that play to search boots. But we'll see if that doesn't matter too much. He still will get to play next turn, provided he can draw a monster.
Say hello to Harpy
I mean, okay,
Harvest.
he needs the gloves in the area to search boots. He's up next a monster. So we just okay, synchro.
So Trap Dexter does allow the Cyber Slash Harpy Blade to be made here.
He will get a +1 at the end phase. Really good for him.
He'll likely use Book in response to the attack here.
Yeah, I guess. Because that's a lot of damage.
I activate my
Okay, he does. Let's go for
Instead,
the
he's going to use
blade.
Fog Blade. That also makes sense.
Also works.
Harpy Harvest.
Not only
Activate.
Well, it
not
makes
only
sense,
stopping the
it
attack,
makes
but also
sense.
preventing a future
Because he
bounce
searches for
unless
humor, then he gets more stuff. Yeah.
I end
Yeah,
my
it makes
turn.
sense. Activate
It's my
now.
turn.
So you can activate the book
Fog Blade
later.
will prevent future bounces unless Ahuron does use Book of Moon in response to his own Cyber Slash Harpy Blade's effect.
Okay, nice. Now he activates the clock, and let's see what he searches for. If he's thinking, maybe.
I'm using Cloak now means he likely
For
drew
maybe he has got a
either Boots or a Phantom Knight that wasn't Boots, so he's likely gonna try and play here.
Here's the
Oh,
card.
Cosmic.
I activate a quick play spell.
So you go for the middle and then you one. Okay.
Goes for the new set.
Now's my chance.
Was a book.
I activate my
Yeah.
face down card. I activate a quick play spell.
So this is really good for
yeah.
Trap Dexter, because if he summoned before he did this, then Cyber Slash Harpy could have
I believe.
used her effect, provided some other spell was used beforehand.
I believe that the middle is a dead card. Like, no, probably. So
Yeah, it's
Zaburan
likely.
booked himself,
Summon my monster.
so he doesn't want to receive that much damage from Rebellion.
I don't
Oh, he
think
was a
so.
Regeki. Okay.
I activate
Uses a
my
He was
Regeki
playing.
break.
I think he was playing around on another. Ah, okay. He just like assumed that this one other back row was maybe Cosmic or another mistake.
Pop the Kegmuchinite, so now Trap Dexter won't be able to exceed summon here.
Right.
That brings my turn to an
feeling
end.
nervous.
Also, by doing
It's
that,
my
now the Fog
draw.
Blade key is still on the field, so can't go to the graveyard.
Come on out. My monster's effect activates.
He top decks Perfumer, so he will get to search 2 here. That was an insane top
no,
deck.
search it with the Harvest in the graveyard before. Right?
Oh yeah, I just won. Yeah, because of Fogblade. Oh no, wait, no, that was correct. So he gets Harpy's Hunting Ground and Elegant Egotist. Yep.
Yes. And this should be over. Unless there is TH.
The field spell Harpy's Hunting Ground. If you're already struggling with one Harpy lady, how will you fare against more? Elegant Egotist. My monster's effect activates. Swoop in, Harpy lady. The
Okay.
field spell Harpy's
So
Hunting
reveal the last
Ground.
back row. It was a book all the time, okay.
Unfortunately, because of Cosmic, it
was
doesn't
expected.
matter which one he books here. He does have lethal through 2 monsters here.
Graveyard. Yeah, it was a book all the time.
It's too late to give up. I attack your life points directly.
Harpy going on a
Wow.
really
Wow.
early streak here.
Nice.
So 4-0 for Infinity.
None of my strategies worked.
Listen,
It's
hun,
a really good
the way
stack
you've
now.
been
Really
playing
good.
today, there was
Fusion
a
getting
single
punished for
illegal
not
step.
bringing an actual Harpy counter, but only having PK as seems to be their Harpy counter here.
Interesting.
Some teams have been bringing like Luna Light these past wars because it also is good against Phantom Knight, but I know some teams have been reluctant to bringing it just because Luna Light is considered this 1-for-1 deck, but you see what Harpy's doing right now, and you kind of want to wonder if Diffusion's kicking themselves for not bringing something better. Scorp, yeah, I will tell him that, don't worry. Be interesting to see what Diffusion has left if again their first send into the Harpy was Phantom
Oh
Knight.
god. Hey Scorpion. Tell Serenity are telling he sucks. Okay. Okay, so decide to send Jano.
Right, so Yana was in.
Is he going to be the man who will defeat Ahuram? Let's see.
At this point, Diffusion just has to hope that that they brick, because
Wow. Wow. We have another one.
another Phantom Knight. Yep. So
Very well.
I guess it was kind of telegraphed because if their first send-in was Phantom Knight, then I know they didn't have anything like Luna Light or anything. But Phantom Knight does get to start with Phantom strategy this time around, so likely going to start with an ideal Levier play, hopefully 3 back row, but
Finally going
even if he has
first
2, it's
with
fine.
a playable end.
You should be able to at least search Fogblade, maybe have a Book of Moons. That'll be really good.
The Phantom Knights of Silent Boots.
Okay, he opened really good.
Here I go.
Yes.
I I build the overlay network. Exceed. I activate my monster's effect.
Display is always possible provided he has either a cloak or a gloves in hand to discard for famine strategy.
Is it nails
Obviously,
harpy? I don't know, to be honest. We still don't know.
I set a card. I set a card.
Ah yeah, he plays flood, and both are limited to 3, right? So yeah, he's
Feeling
flood.
nervous? It's
Flood
my
best
turn.
card
Draw.
after TTH.
I summon a monster
Neos
and equip
Fusion,
with
or
my
like Brave Neos
monster's
is actually
effect
semi-limited, so he could play it, it's probably not ideal with
activate
Flood.
my continuous trap. Phantom Knight's Fog Blade.
I mean, yeah, play multiple Nails Fusion is also pretty.
Oh wait, Neos
I don't
Fusion's
like
at 3 too?
So
I
maybe
thought it
he plays
was
one. Who knows?
two.
That
I was on
is a
I
good
set
point
a
as well.
card. I set
He
a
might still play
card.
one as well. Because he has a
I
lot of
activate
Right,
my
Neos
discard
Fusion's
as
at
well,
3.
so he might
Okay,
play
yeah.
one.
Then that makes sense.
I
He,
activate
wow.
my quick play
Oh,
spell.
oh no!
Mystical Space Typhoon.
Reveal the back row. So let's
I
see.
end my
Ready?
turn.
Okay, he
activate
did up
my
him good
monster's effect.
back.
The Phantom Knight
GG.
of Ragged Gloves.
Hey, you think PK wins? You believe?
The souls
But
of
no.
PK, if
rise
PK,
to fight again.
the only way
activate
PK doesn't
my-
win here is if
I reveal my card, the microwave. It allows me to win the game,
there's no way.
making my opponent DC.
I activate Ragged Gloves' effect. Break Sword's effect activates.
There is a slight chance PK wins, yeah.
Break Sword's effect activates.
Summon 2. Broom broom.
As mentioned, he would need to have a disconnect
The
or a heart
Phantom
attack to
Knights of
lose
Ragged
this,
Gloves.
which I don't
Phantom
think are
Knights
gonna
of
happen.
Ancient Cloak.
Just attack, but
Cloaked in
you never know the,
shadows and
the DC.
relentless in
The
its
microwave is only
objective.
behind us.
Rise up.
You never know. Just be fast. There's a really good
I set a
animation.
card. Let's battle. Now go. My monster attacks you directly.
So finally,
The battlefield is no place for the meek. Attack, Dark Rebellion Xyz Dragon! Mauling Mandible Charge!
Jano with the win.
I lost. It seems I still have a lot more to
So we'll
learn.
finally get to
About
see what
Duel
deck
and
Huron's
about
bringing
Your strategy was
behind
so
this
obvious
Harpy.
that I thought you were joking.
Very likely that the deck he does bring isn't going to be an insane PK counter, but we will see.
Okay, there is starting. So.
Might even be PK itself. We'll see.
Oh no, it's water. Might be
Uh,
water. Or Dark Lord, but who brings Dark Lord in this
There
day?
might be. It's either
Oh,
the
Buster Blader
best
as well.
deck, aka Water XYZ, or it's Drossen's low level Buster.
It's my turn. This will strike you straight to your core. I activate Ancient Cloak's effect.
But
I'm
if we don't see a Diva turn 2, then we gotta assume
Phantom
it's
Knights
Buster
of
Kappa
Ragged
Pete.
Gloves.
Yeah.
The Phantom Knights of Silent Boots.
Damn, he do be open good.
Appear. I Xyz summon my monster.
Really cool.
I activate my monster's effect. The Phantom Knights of Ancient Cloak. I activate
Summon the
Ancient
cloak,
Cloak's
what's in the
effect.
defense, so he goes to the graveyard.
I
He will have
activate
another more
Silent Boots' effect.
way to get another resource from the deck, which is really cool. That's why you play the Lady Eye. The
I
resources
set a card.
are really
I'll set a
important to manage.
That brings
And
my
Lady Eye,
turn to an end.
Lady Eye
Here I
helps a
go.
lot for your
I
first
draw.
turn.
Come on out.
Also because
I'll
we
play
can
some
get the
This
trap.
is water
I
exceed.
set over my set card.
No
I
diva.
am ready.
Oh, that's
It's
dreadful.
my turn. I draw.
Oh
Who
no.
alternate
I
Necros
activate my
Trust
monsters.
one time
So
pass.
this will likely be a win for Yano, but I mean he could still have a treacherous.
The
So.
Phantom Knights
If
of
there is a
Silent
trash,
Boots.
then he activates now. But in the world we live, there is no
Book
trash,
here
right?
would also potentially be okay if Yano doesn't have a Trishul on his extra deck. But we'll see.
Okay. Stretch.
Does use treacherous.
He can still activate the cloak, right? You see, yeah, this is lethal. Oh yeah, this is PG
I
regardless.
activate my continuous trap. Phantom Knights.
I'm gonna use Fogblade in response so that you can get Fogblade in the graveyard to special summon another.
So then I assume the
other
trap
monster.
only
So now
Fogblade.
PK
I
wins.
activate Ancient Cloak.
I'm gonna search any
I
Phantom
assume.
Knight. He's gonna use Fogblade, and after he summons the
Yeah.
monster, make break swords, pop the monster.
So here
then
trap.
make a right seed.
Sorry, Jano.
Phantom
Ah,
Knights
yeah.
Fogblade's effect
Okay, so
activates.
here Jano is like
The Phantom Knights of Ragged,
by doing
the
this
Phantom
play
Knights
and
of
activating
Ragged
Fogblade,
Gloves.
could assume that he's not on the sword, the other trap.
The souls of the fallen rise to
I
fight
believe.
again.
I believe.
Break free.
Because otherwise he could have just sent
I activate Ragged Gloves.
the trap with the gloves
Break swords effect
to the
activates.
graveyard and do the same
I
thing
set a
without
card.
wasting the
Get
Fogblade.
ready.
Maybe he
The
doesn't play
battlefield
another
is no place.
PK trap. Maybe.
He likely plays one of the sword as well.
Do you have to play it one at least for the skill?
Right?
I don't know.
Usually the decks do play one sword.
You don't need to play one to activate the skill though. So we still don't know if he plays it or not. Okay, Shano, good job. Finally, he will stop the streak from Hahuron.
We'll see what Infinity brings as a counter to PK here. Ideally, we see like a Luna Light or something, but again, some teams are reluctant to bring it just because of how much of a one-for-one deck it is. Seal Tunes AA is also possible.
Oh, my game is freezing. Okay.
And we see Yami Yugi, so probably more leaning towards Luna Light as a counter, but again, still hard to say. Okay, 22 cards. It's not Luna Light.
No, it's freezing again. Fucking game.
It's my
I
turn.
don't think so anyway.
My deck will unleash its true strength. I activate Fragile Arm. I activate Ragged Gloves' effect.
This
Oh man, it's freezing again.
I
Stop.
activate
Does he have
Ancient
Thunder?
Gloves effect.
just trying to think what it could be with 22
The Phantom
cards.
Knights of Ragged Gloves.
I don't think it's Luna Light if it's 22 cards.
No, it
Come
should
out.
be not Luna.
I build the overlay network. I activate my
But with
monsters
22
effect.
cards, I'm freezing a lot. Let's go.
It might be.
Ah,
I
it might
don't
be
think it's
Gaia.
either.
I mean, could be. Oh, damn.
Yeah, I
Wait,
mean,
it could still be Ritual
I
Beast
I don't think it's Gaia.
if he plays 22, but I don't know.
Here I go. I drop. Now is the time.
It's
Gaia
Ritual
is-
Beast, let him out.
Monster in attack
Virtual
position.
Beast. Okay, sure.
There's a lot of traps. Let's see.
That makes sense. Although I know
Oh, what the fuck? Discord just crashed.
Monsters effect
Okay,
activates.
so Tnobes probably.
I
No, it
activate
just
my
crashed
continuous
Discord. I have to
trap.
open it again.
Phantom
What
Knight's
the fuck?
Fogblade.
Suddenly crashed. Ay ay ay.
I set a
Yo.
card. I set this card face
Yo.
down. I
Wait.
set a card.
Discord just
I
decided
activate
to
my
crash
quick play spell.
for no reason.
Mystical Space Typhoon.
My turn is done.
Ready? It's
Clearly
my turn.
Gaia.
I draw.
do you have the room ID?
I activate
Oh,
my
I have to,
monster's effect.
yeah, screen share again. Forgot. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, like if it crashes again, then I can.
No, 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 it's fine,
Phantom
it's fine.
Knights of Ragged Gloves.
Now,
I mean,
So we
it's
do
not
see a
I use my
floodgate.
face
Yeah.
down card. I activate
so the
a
first
quick
floodgate,
play spell.
but he dodged. Oh no. Okay, he missed the floodgate.
Book is used in response. We will see if a Tretch is used, or sorry, not a Tretch, if a Trishula is summoned in response to this book set.
I think he banished. Oh no, he used fog. Right.
I activate Ancient Cloak's effect.
So Yano doing this makes me want to believe he doesn't have the Trish in his extra deck, so
I activate
just
Ragged
gonna
Gloves'
end on this
effect.
likely. He's gonna use Ragged Gloves effects,
What you son now? You son cloak?
and
Oh,
yeah,
he
Sun
plays
Cloak,
the
and then-
fragile armor. Okay.
I activate Ancient Cloak's effect.
Ancient Cloaks does search of boots here.
Hey, Bugs.
I set a card.
Boots.
That
Boots,
brings
okay.
my turn
So here
to
he has
end.
the for the
Here
next
I go.
turn I play.
My turn. I draw a card.
He decided to not attack with the Levia here. Right. Is he afraid of something? Huh?
I set this monster face
Oh,
down.
what are you afraid of? Ah. Oh, let me think.
I'm counting on you. I special summon a monster. My monster's effect activates. I'm counting on you. I special summon a monster. Here I go. I special summon a monster. My monster's effect activates.
Activate Carnaok. Punish Winda. So now what?
Taku does have to be careful now because if he fusion summons here, he won't have enough material to summon since he's already special summoned Winda and Kanahawk once, so a
Now's the
book
time.
here could be
I
devastating,
special summon a monster.
but we'll see what he has.
Doesn't the better thing. So now
He
a
just does
floodgate
ulti
or a
casting.
book would be kinda huge.
Yeah,
Now's my chance.
and
I
there
bring
is a
over my
booking
set
response.
card.
decided to take the
My
risk
turn
though.
is done. Ready?
So the other back
It's
row
my turn.
Yeah,
could be
he had to
ambush.
do it, unfortunately. Like, he had no choice, but...
The Phantom Knights of Ragged Gloves!
Uh,
Yeah, here he just tries to force out the back row, goes into mouse, and if he's able to do that, then he just wins.
I think. Oh, okay, he has
I
another
use my
book.
face
But
spell
there's used
card.
in response
I
here.
activate a quick play spell.
Yeah, at least he's back on life, so. That's why
I
he
activate Ancient Cloak's
did that.
effect. I
So
set a
we
card.
just pass again,
brings
can go
my
over the
turn
world.
to an
That
end.
has been
It's my
unfortunately.
turn.
He just left the
I
eyes.
draw a card.
Meanwhile, Taku can do still his
Otaku might
pace.
actually be in an okay spot now, just because, assuming he is able to use Counterhawk to banish another card, he will be able... Actually, no, wait, he has 2 window banish, so he can still prevent... he can still prevent the
Yeah, he can
tag
stop
out.
Battlefield later.
Yeah.
Now is the time. I special summon a monster. Alright.
Yeah, if he summoned a
I
different
special
one, then he
summon a
could have
monster.
banished one with Counterhawk and then
Sorry
have
to
2 more
disappoint.
materials to summon.
Here's the card.
But he
I
does
set.
use book in response to
I
the
activate a
Counterhawk
quick
summon
play
here, so he
spell.
doesn't want him to get any more
Now is the
Any
time.
more resources?
I
Yes.
any more
special
materials than
summon
he
a
already
monster.
does.
I set a card. I'll play
Another book.
this.
Wow. Okay.
Flip over my set
Okay, that
card.
makes sense. Yeah.
I activate a quick
Ah.
play spell.
The good side is that
My
Jano
turn
has
is
no more
done.
book now.
Ready?
At least.
He's
That's
he's
really
banking
cool.
this all on the fact that
Oh,
the
but-
back row is dead. So if the back row is live, then Yano is actually in a pretty bad spot.
There was a lot of
The
resources
souls of
just
the
to stop
fallen
well,
rise
each
to
battle.
rank 3,
The
the
break sword
Phantom
does get
Knights of
summoned here, so
Breaksword. I activate Ragged Gloves' effect.
Okay.
Breaksword's
There's no.
effect
Is that
activates.
ambush?
It's
Oh,
ambush.
it's ambush.
What I was
Yeah.
waiting for.
ambush is chained
I
in
use my
response.
face
Okay,
down
this
card.
is suddenly
My trap activates.
this is suddenly all in
Now
Taku's
is the
favor
time.
now.
Oh,
I special summon a monster.
this is really
Here
a
I
trouble
go.
now for Jano.
I special
Yeah.
summon a monster.
Oh, Yano no longer has any
Breaksword's
books,
effect activates.
and there's 2 window on the field.
The Phantom Knights of
Now it's
Ancient Cloak.
again, it's
The
still
Phantom
technically
Knights
not
of Ragged
over, but
Gloves.
yeah, Yano's in a bad
Cloaked in
spot now.
shadows and relentless in its objective.
Oh yeah.
I exceed summon.
He has to try and get Mouse into astronomical attacks. So he just shows Dark Rebellion. Okay,
I mean,
interesting.
he can only go over.
That also
multi-battle
can work.
thing. He might
I
as
mean,
well
this
just
at least
attack.
this at least gets it done in one swoop.
He might as well just.
He can cut one of the windows in half, and
winds
now
are-
give Dark Rebellion 800 attack. 300's kind of hard
Maybe
for
he
him
just
to
go
out.
over the window.
Attack Dark Rebellion exceeds
But I
dragon.
mean, he does have. I mean, yeah, 33 is kind of unfortunate just because Ulti Petalfin
brings
can
my
wall
turn
him
to
with
an
the
end.
Pelio.
Here I go. My turn.
But
I draw a
yeah,
card.
we'll see if
I'm counting on
Taku
you.
can get to that field.
I special summon a monster. My monster's effect.
Here we
Very
go.
likely he
Canhawk.
will be
Take him back. Switch a card.
My monster's effect activates.
Yeah.
All right. I'm counting on you. I
Likely
special
gonna
summon
grab,
a
yep.
monster.
Oh,
My
that makes
monster's
sense.
effect activates. Now is the time.
Banishes
Summon a
the
monster in
Petalfin,
attack
so now
position.
Petalfin will be able to
All right.
cause a bit of
Well,
havoc,
Special summon a
return some
monster.
exceeds.
My monster's effect activates. My monster's effect activates. Here I go.
It's
I
most likely
special
going
summon
to.
a monster. All right. I special summon a monster.
They will use Petalfin to likely return the
Bounce,
Rebellion
yeah,
to
bad,
the
yeah.
extra deck here.
My monster's effect activates.
Yep.
And probably swing over the set if he can't if he decides to not go over both monsters.
I special summon a monster.
So interesting that he's making ulti Pelfin here. I guess he just wants to. I guess he just wants to wall up. Although
Okay, he decides
I
to go
think
for this.
making ulti Apilio would have also been fine here.
Just a swing over the monster. Yeah, it would have been.
But I
fine
guess
as
he just
well.
wants to make sure he has guaranteed follow up for next turn. So maybe his back row isn't something that will help him too much. We'll see.
Boots.
Now, I use my face
It is a
card.
floodgate, so
My trap activates.
now at this point,
This is bad.
there really isn't much the Ritual Beast player can do.
He was winning the
Pretty much
click out.
He's pretty
Says
much
the wing
walled.
out, wing con as well.
Get ready.
Okay, go
My
over the
monster
Elder.
attacks. That brings my turn to an end. It's my turn.
Doesn't even tag out at this point. Okay, he just stole it now.
My
Oh
turn
god.
is done. It's
Okay.
He doesn't have to at
I
this point.
Yeah.
I don't think he is Swag. I think he would have made Trish a
I
while ago
hope
if he
he's
did.
on
That
Trish,
brings
says
my turn
Pagani.
to an end. It's my turn.
Yeah, unfortunately he can't
My
die.
turn is
Some
done.
Trish.
But stuff like this is showing you why Trish has become a bit
now.
more popular in the PK extra deck as of late.
I'll set a
Yeah.
card.
Because he needs two
I
different
end my
monster,
turn.
different
It's my
names.
turn.
So
I draw a card.
on the,
Yeah.
the
Well, he has
field,
three.
doesn't matter if
Yeah,
they face
he
down or
can't
face
even
up.
make Trish in this
turn is
case,
done.
but he could have
It's my
earlier
turn.
on.
I draw. I set a card.
Yeah, set 3.
That brings my turn.
Yeah,
what he
he
can do
couldn't
now.
make Trish with this field.
My turn. I draw a
But like
card.
the ideal time would have been when he used
Yeah, the other one is Bulls.
when he used the book on when he used the Levier effect.
So I
Otherwise,
assume
he would
that
have been able to
now
actually make a play and likely push
there's
for
no chance
lethal.
for
Although I
Jaro.
think he had another defensive trap at the time.
My turn is done. It's my turn. I draw. I end my turn. It's my turn. I
And
draw
again.
a card. I set a card.
And Taku still has the Lara, still has another Elder and stuff.
I activate my quick play spell, Mystical Space Typhoon. I activate my quick play spell,
Double MST,
Mystical
okay.
Space Typhoon. My turn is
Oh,
done. Ready?
ooh.
It's my turn. I
It has Migration
draw.
of Prophecy.
I set a card. I'll set a card.
Set to
I
new
end
one
my
Spectrum.
turn. Here I go.
Hikon.
My turn.
There's
I
some
draw a
should be an
card.
option. Yeah.
I set this card face down.
Only one card in the extra deck from Haro.
Now's my
Cosmic.
chance. I flip. My
Wow.
turn is done. Ready? It's my turn. I draw.
He
Yano
also plays
has to
double
win
ult
this
Battlefield
turn.
Battle.
for the full stall
Ready.
experience.
My monster attack.
Yeah, so Yano
Get
doesn't
ready.
have
Nah,
enough material.
Seppuku.
Yep,
I
he
activate my
can't do it.
continuous trap. Phantom Knights. No. I end my turn. Do whatever you feel is right. Now isn't the time to let up. Might I draw?
No,
He's like saying you can finish me, but nah. That's
So-
it. I end it.
I can't
Have
make
fun.
anyone smile
Your
in a
last
duel
throw,
like
you
this.
can't even do.
It's not.
Yes, you know. You have no cards left in deck, but now is not the time to let up.
Then
Love it.
he's a fake. So. This one. So let's see the score. The score now is 5 and 2. Yes, 5 and 2. Straight to the
Straight
grave.
to the grave. Oh, this is Triamid.
Prepare for your
Wow.
final
Yeah.
duel. My ghosts are waiting for you to join them.
It's time to
That's very
duel.
good. I mean, if the Diamond can go first,
My turn. I
his
set this
favorite
monster
against
face
Little
down. My
Beast.
turn
Here
is
I
gone.
go.
No,
I draw
back row.
from my
Oh,
hand.
no.
Don't get too scared by this. I summon a monster in
The
attack
trying to
position.
do are able to deal with the wind up pretty well.
I
So
set a card.
it looks like Yano did open.
Set a
Ooh.
card.
I mean, he opened alright.
There's
He for set.
no
Didn't
way
open
to
amazing,
escape from
but
your fear.
he'll at least get to scout to see if this is a window.
I'm ending my turn.
Yeah.
Here
So
I
now he
go.
knows it's a window.
My turn. I draw a
Shield
card.
Gigante Little
All
Beast.
right.
Yeah.
I
Sure
summon a
release.
monster in
Sure release.
attack
Shield
position.
Gigante Little Beast. Okay. Metal Force. Trust. Oh, I really want to see one Metal Force.
Don't think
I'll
so.
likely respond to this. Yeah,
I
he's gonna
activate
use
my monster's
Master
effect.
Effect followed by likely Pulse Effect to pop the Canahawk, but we'll see.
Okay.
I activate a
We'll
field
change
spell.
into King Golem.
Don't think so.
Cruiser, we get a monster.
I play my
Try with
face
monster.
down card.
To the hand.
My
So
continuous
assume
trap
we go for a
activates.
hunter, probably. Okay, he's just going to pop the Canahawk. Makes sense. And
So this is a good position for Yano, provided he's able
Yeah.
to get to battle phase and attack.
It's
Right
my
now-
turn. I draw.
these we can say update at least little bit update at least are not playing return, most of them. They just play a bunch of
I
traps.
activate my monster's effect.
So Yano is using Master to pop the set, which means he
Mhm.
likely drew Dancer or
Now's
Master
my
here.
chance. I reveal my face down card. I activate a
Oh no,
quick
wait.
play spell.
I didn't realize he sent Pulse, so it
Yeah.
could be another back row.
He may have another force anyways.
I
Hmm.
summon a monster in attack position.
He's not going to
Might
send
be
us a
another
monster.
Pulse, actually.
I play this
And
card.
he top decked another
I
monster
summon a
apparently.
monster
Nope,
in
there's
attack
another
position.
monster, so he is going for lethal.
Yeah,
Let's
GG.
begin.
That is gonna be enough, yep.
My monster attacks.
And King Golem will prevent Winda from being used, and even though we didn't see any hand traps, no hand traps would be able to be used with King Golem on the field, so Yano does take
Hand
this one.
traps. Hand traps are not allowed. 3 and 5. Dun, dun.
Congratulations. You win.
Make
No,
no
it is 1 and
bones
1.
about it. I'm the greatest duelist there is.
Okay, yeah.
I'll never lose.
I'll never lose to you, dweeb.
Bucket Metal Force to bully win the pass. Oh no. Are they fired? Metal Force monster.
So it looks like another harpy lady here, which would be convenient if that is actually the
ghosts of
case.
the past are
23
all
cards,
around.
so definitely leaning towards harpy.
Prepare for your final duel.
Most likely, yeah.
Even
My
though 23
ghosts are
cards
waiting
isn't
for
like
you to join them. You think
considered the ideal number, harpy can kind of just play whatever.
duel.
That's open channel. Easy.
It's my turn. From my hand, I activate a field
Opens
spell.
Cruiser again, so
Ready for
not too
this?
bad if he has
I
Hunter or
summon a
Master
monster in
Pulse,
attack
but
position.
we'll see.
I activate a field spell.
I'll just dance.
Oh.
Okay.
From
You really
my
don't,
hand,
don't want to open the
I
dancer,
activate
but
a
yeah.
field spell. I
Just a
He
field
might
spell.
grab.
field spell.
Maybe the Sphinx?
Gonna grab the
that's-
master.
Sorry,
My
just another
monster's
name.
effect.
So you can
Now,
just
when he
swap the name.
when he tags out King Golem,
Yeah,
he
he
will
can
be
just
able
summon.
to summon his
Yeah, yeah,
his
yeah.
Master Flip Hand and then
Then
use
he can
another
set up
effect.
Lady.
Forgot.
So
He
you
didn't
will
touch
be able
Spanish
to
a
still
long
add
time.
Sphinx to him.
Really long time. Months and months. We're gonna open
We'll get
the
another
deck
Harpy's Last Will
because
Harpy here, most likely.
second deck outside of the deck. So
You
now I
don't
summon
usually
Harpy
want to see
Lady and
Cyber
Flash.
Harpy Lady being summoned.
No, just Harpy Lady. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was
Not
saying.
bad,
But,
bro.
like, he likely
Okay.
would have used Harpy's Hunting Ground there if he had it, but
So I assume that he's still he's
does have the Swallow's
he's probably
Nest.
playing as well Atlas Will. I mean, he might
But
still have the field spell.
I mean, Swallow's Nest will definitely help with the overall plays that Taku can do.
He has Ash in the
However,
hand, it's cool. Yeah, he won't be able to search his things.
yeah, Yano's not dead by any means. He can use Dancer Effect, Summon Master. They can put Cruiser on the field. Master can then send Cruiser, put another field spell on the field, and then he can add Sphinx. So he has a lot of plays still.
One harpy lady. How will you fare against more? Elegant egotist. Cyber harpy lady.
Lol.
Ash too good.
Come on out. I synchro
He
summon a
didn't
monster.
open it. Maybe he's playing around it. You know, Taku could have opened the Caleb the Grave.
Okay, he's also playing around Nibiru here. He's only summoning 3
I
monsters.
set a card. I set a card. I
No,
set
he's
a
just
card
waiting
face
for.
down, ready
He was waiting for the channeler interest.
Oh no, wait. Yeah,
Oh,
he
just a
no,
rest,
he,
he wants
he,
to get
he,
free.
he made 4 summons because of Swallow's Nest. He's still playing around it though.
Okay, so summon. Oh, he opened Tilo back. That's really cool. Really cool.
My monster's effect activates.
Bounce. Yeah, makes sense. Enough.
Don't get too scared by this. I
It is
special
huge
summon a
brain swag.
monster.
You're going down. I attack with my monster.
I activate my monster's effect. I activate
I know.
a field
Okay,
spell.
that's a fortress. I mean,
Yeah,
Don't
it's
think
Sphinx.
so.
it's not like the
I activate my monster's effect.
Harpies can
I play
all
this card.
do the even
I
if they
special summon
play
a monster.
PTH, they don't anymore.
I end my turn.
90%
It's
of
my
the
turn.
people don't
I
play.
draw.
Okay.
Don't get too scared by this.
Oh, I
I
would say
summon
99.
a
You always
monster
can
in
find
attack
the one,
position.
the one weird one.
Oh, Hunter does get
So,
top decked.
Oh
I
no,
reveal
But Flood is
it was a
used
really
in
good top deck.
response.
Yeah.
My trap
Now he's
activates.
floodgating.
Now,
Not just can bounce
my
again.
He's also
monster's
gonna
effect
return Sphinx to
activates.
hand, most
Bounce.
likely.
So he only needs a monster.
From my hand,
Maybe a light back.
I
Oh,
activate a field spell.
okay.
I activate
But-
a field spell.
Taku
Add
could
this,
actually
that's-
I'm ending my turn.
Here I go.
oh well,
My turn.
with the 500 life points gained from Cruiser, Egotist is not going to be enough here. Oh, actually, no, it will be if he has Harpy Lady 1. We did see Cyber Harpy Lady earlier, so I don't know if he has it.
Yeah, he got two by Ahuron. He got pinned,
Ready to battle? Go!
so he got
I
stuck
attack
now.
with my monster.
Attack.
Yeah,
So I
so
believe that's pretty much.
Taku could not take full advantage of it, and it looks like Yano might be able to
His confidence on his back.
might be able to start
So that's probably the
trending
only
out some
reason.
back
It's
for
my
next turn.
turn. I draw. Don't get too scared by this.
Palm.
I
Oh,
summon
he
a
took like another
monster in
hunter, didn't
attack
he?
position.
But he has only a monster, okay. So probably, unless he has another,
I don't think so. I
he
activate
immediately
my
with
face
Canadian,
down
so
card.
he's really
My
afraid of
trap activates.
Jano.
My monster's effect
If he just hits the other
activates.
back row, that must really be a good one. Sarm him up.
I'm ending my turn.
Why is Trevor
Feeling
underdog?
nervous? It's my
They're
turn.
still in a similar
Draw.
spot, but now there is a back row here, so likely be a spot where Yano just starts depleting Taku of his resources, and then you
Set
can
another
start beating Yano Sphinx.
You're going down. I attack with my monster.
Fuck again.
Don't think so, P-Brain.
Oh, here you
And
go, the pulse.
Second try to
Wow.
pulse is here.
My
Oh, I mean, first
trap
of this game, but
Okay, now you no.
trying to
Please
pulse is
change
here. Now I'm
everything,
gonna
I
threaten
think.
out the Cyber Clash.
Thinking of just summoning the Canadian, maybe. Okay, now I can banish the cost. Now we can Canadian. If he wants. Oh,
Ready for this? I special summon a monster!
Show him your power. My monster attacks.
Don't think so, P-Brain. I activate my monster's effect.
and yeah, he will be able again to summon the spheres from the
I
head.
knew you'd do that. I activate a field spell. Don't get
So
too
Yano
scared
did
by
this because he'll be able to summon
I
Sphinx to
special summon
redirect
a
the
monster.
attack.
Exactly.
A really good play out of Yano here. Obviously, he could have popped the Cyber Slash here, but he gets more
I end
value
my turn.
doing this play.
It's my
Oh,
turn.
maybe it
I
wasn't
draw.
maybe it was audio. Okay, nice. Yeah, just in case.
I've been waiting for this moment.
So,
I
no,
activate my face
Jano, yeah, it's really.
I activate a quick play
I mean,
spell.
he's he has a good stuff, I would say. Really good. He can just control this game now.
Let's battle.
I don't think that we
There's no
have
way
enough
to escape
resources
from
to even
your
stop
fear.
this.
My monster attacks. I'll
Okay.
kick him to the
I
curb.
still have
Back again.
I
It's
will
not
attack
game,
you
but
directly.
no matter
I
the
think it's
odds.
enough.
Not game, but at this point, like Harpy is not going to be able to come back from a field like this.
Come on out.
Oh, he
This is
finally
show-
monster.
Channeler won't be enough here because of Pulse, but
Yeah,
I mean it was a good, it was a nice drop pick.
that's enough.
That's all he could do. He'd have to hope that Yana misplays, but Yana knows this deck well enough to do that.
Banish 2, pop it. Oh, he needs Cosmic. Oh, no, sorry, I missed it. Or even Swallow's Nest. Oh no, he rejected the Swallow, I think. Yeah, so it's missed him. He wants to stop the pulls.
Check this out.
Oh yeah, he also played Happy last week.
The trap card, hysteric.
He's a hysteric party!
Oh.
Oh. Okay, that's why he didn't activate the Happy last week
Come on
before.
out. I special
He
summon
did
a
one
monster. Come on
to
out.
from
Happy
Jano to
channeler.
banish
I
2
count my monster's effect activates.
and you know just waste more resources in the graveyard. Just in case another force comes up,
I'm counting on
at
you,
least gets
darling.
less
I
stuff in the
summon
graveyard.
a monster.
But let's see what he can do. No! No way! No! 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 No!
Exceed summon a monster.
No! Is there even an animation for this? Please tell me there is an animation for Utopia Ray. Why didn't they? have
This
an
is a-
animation?
this is a-
The fuck?
Activates.
That's a clip,
That's
boys.
huge, bro.
That is a clip.
That's huge.
My
Someone
monster's
clip
Lemao! Clip this chat.
Let's battle.
Or whatever
Show
you
him your
anyway say
power.
that, but yeah.
Wait,
Monster
No.
attacks.
I mean,
why did he use why did he use his duster?
Don't think so, P-Ray.
What's he doing?
he didn't use the duster. No, mathematically it's not enough. He had duster.
Nightmare.
Show him your power.
No, pega math. Pega math.
It still wasn't enough. It still wasn't enough.
No, it was enough in any duster.
It wasn't enough. It would have
Wait,
been. He would have
but
been
why?
at 200.
Was it enough
really?
with the duster?
Oh right, because yeah, there wouldn't have been any. There wouldn't have been any boost. Yeah, no, yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah,
What
it was enough
He
with the
had
duster.
Why
Duster
did
will
he
pop
use
everything.
it?
No,
I know that's why I was
no,
saying.
like
Like he
this.
added Duster, he could have used it because Duster
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
target. It's like
That's why I was asking. I
so
was like, what?
Hunter wouldn't have been
Duster?
able to save it. He had lethal.
Search, check wait, check W. I don't know. Yeah, my bot is just doesn't allow that.
Oh
So
my gosh.
connection fee.
Yeah, because
You don't time me out for saying every word.
Sphinx would have been at.
I mean, let me just. Depends. Say that no, like I have to put
If
this
you
on
use
the
Duster.
knife of. I think so. That like words I can use from anyone unless I know that can. No. Don't want any discussion between people. You know, you just try to avoid the stuff. So yeah, it was really fun to watch. He choked, unfortunately.
Hey, how many? I guess we would have to see how many field spells he would have gotten there. Because he was at 30, 35. I know he would have gone down
Don't worry,
to.
no, it's not the war anyways. Just
in any case, I think it was enough.
How can I do this?
I think it was like 46 or something, or 47.
How is this?
Yeah, I'm just gonna add Duster for the aesthetics and then just not use it. Apparently. At that point, like, why not just play Harpy's Hunting Ground if you're not gonna play it? I don't know. In any case, interesting turn of events. But
so the score now
we'll
is
see what
almost close, 4 and 5.
Reading in 2022, am I right?
Yeah, you don't even read your own cards.
Oh my gosh. Alright.
So now we have Cappy. That's Cappy, I think. Okay, spectate. Pylark, thank you for the follow. Welcome. So now we are again Jano. This time, you know the Harpy, which is a really bad matchup for Timid. Most of the times.
Yeah, it was confirmed lethal. What he would have had to do was he attacks Master for 700, and then he gets to attack Sphinx for 4,000, since Sphinx won't get a boost with no trying.
Ooh, the sister mat. Okay.
So it was confirmed lethal. He just missed it.
Okay.
Here I go.
Number summon channeler set 3.
Ready for this? I summon a monster in attack position.
Sigo pensando por qué no usó el plumero, la tenía ganada la Maya.
Channeler
Yeah, he had the win. I don't know what happened, but puede ser, o sea.
Alright, he has to. Oh, he has to attack Sphinx. Yeah, right. So
Las opciones son dos.
He could have.
Se olvidó.
Yeah. No. Okay, so it wasn't.
Que ya no iba a poner, ¿cómo se llama? La otra. This field spell de King Golem. No sé, quizás el. No creo que el timer fuera bajo. Me parece que
activate a
jugaba
field spell.
muy lentamente, no, quizás se olvidó nomás.
Ready for this? I special summon a monster.
She has to like Sphinx first, though. Yeah, of course, he has to like Sphinx first, otherwise he can't attack the other ones. You know what happened? He didn't wanna win. Yeah, true. That's what happened. Okay, so we had a book.
I'm setting a
But
card.
look at this. Jano opened again the King Golem, so he put another King
There's
spell
no
on
way
top of
to
it.
escape from your fear.
Yeah, just able to play
I
now.
attack.
Now we need another
Now's
interruption.
my chance.
It's a lance!
I
Oh,
activate
that's
my
really good for
face
him.
down card. I activate a quick play
Now what
spell.
happened was starting his best deck. Let's go!
Oh,
All of the
no.
time.
I'm ending my
The
turn.
guys
Feeling
decide to
nervous?
bring the Gaia
It's
instead of the
my
real
turn.
good
Draw.
rock deck. I mean, I rock.
I set a
Oh, yeah,
card
they're
face
rock, okay.
down. Ready
That's
to
rocking.
battle? You're going down. I attack with my monster. I
Getting
end
some
my
channeler
Here I
beatdown.
go.
La
here.
concha!
My turn. I
Le
draw.
Mao.
I play
Who
this
needs
card.
channeler effect when you could
summon
just
a monster in
Okay.
attack
attack
with
position.
it?
I activate
Draws
a
again
field
with his
spell.
card. So I think he just wants to fuel the pools. I assume this one in the middle is pools. He just wants to fuel the graveyard, which is really cool. So he might just special summon now. If he still wants to have a pop next turn. I mean, he could just stack and then decide, or I don't know, maybe he's thinking. Because yeah, I think he will just attack. I think then probably just if he gets interrupt, he can still just summon one of these monsters by banishing two.
I don't think
Oh,
so.
we have a book. Okay, so
I
the one
activate
thinking
my
was
face down card.
Cappy.
I activate a quick play spell.
Happened to AA bans, not just that anymore.
I'm ending my turn.
Feeling nervous? It's my turn. Draw.
Yeah, I'm better than AA. Okay, he decided to not activate the pros. Okay. So maybe he's playing around a second book, but even if there is a second book, he's still able to. I mean, he will still be able to resolve the pools. If this is a pools, if this is treacherous, then I don't know.
Harpy Chandler's effect
That's really
activates.
unfortunate. But let's see, let's see.
I special summon a monster.
That was even the best
My
deck in
monster's
formats,
effect
but just
activates.
nothing worse. $20-0 in 5 leagues
Okay.
of $20.
I
5
synchro summon a
$20
monster.
leagues.
Alright,
True.
so Cyber Slash, Harpy
No.
Lady. Vote.
Duh.
Oh, it's
There is a
ah, it's
floodgate in
flood.
response.
He's on flood,
flip
okay.
over my face down card. My trap activates.
I activate
Oh,
my
no.
face down card.
Bin Let's is chained in response to it.
Oh.
That was a huge lance
From
here.
my hand, I activate a
Yes.
spell.
No. Pot of Greed. And if he doesn't set any back
So
row,
force Yano to have to top deck
even
another
if Yana
Tribid.
top deck another
keep
monster is
Crazy.
no, but it's a situation. Because then if he doesn't set anything, I assume he might have follow up with the monsters you have in the hand. And he
Yeah, if he
can
tops,
still attack.
if he
Oracle.
tops Perfumer
Counting
here.
on you,
Okay,
darling.
Oracle's
My
pretty good.
monster's effect
Okay,
activates.
he's fine.
He has
He's
another
fine.
monster that's actually lethal with Mouse, and
You're
he doesn't
going
have it.
down.
How much defense?
monster
no, it's on.
100.
No, he used feathers. He can't exceed. He
700.
can't.
700.
Never
My
mind.
monster attacks your
that.
life points directly.
Maybe
Would've
you're the
needed
best deck. That's true.
Uh,
Advanced best deck.
That.
Always been. Get the rest of the
But in any
graveyard.
case,
I end my
yeah.
It's my turn.
Yeah,
I
in case if he
draw.
drew Perfumer there, he
From
would have
my
had it.
hand, I activate a
Yeah.
field spell. I
Like it.
activate a field spell.
Mm-hmm. The hunter.
This is still a
Don't
weird
get too
spot
scared
for
by
Yano.
this.
It can
I
still
summon a
go over the
monster in
oracle.
Be able to
Let's
attack over the Oracle, but
Let's
Uh-huh.
go.
Interesting thing there was Cappy didn't return the
Ending my turn.
didn't return the Oracle to
It's
hands.
my turn.
Yeah,
But
didn't
I
have to as
mean,
well.
probably
Could have,
still
could have,
fine.
could have, surely.
Harpy channelers
I think like
Okay, it's
he
Chandler anyway,
was
so
a
it's
lot of deck.
fine.
darling.
Oh god.
I special
I mean,
summon a
okay, he already
monster.
had Perfumer, so
My
it
monster's
wouldn't
effect
really
activates.
matter at the end. So the Cappy was like, yeah, you can go over my Oracle. I win regardless.
I hope you're ready. I exceed
Now he just
summoning a
flexing.
monster.
Yeah, it doesn't matter at this point.
Microwave one time
My monster's effect
for the due
activates.
respect.
I mean, optimally, you
activate
would
my
return the
monster's effect.
Oracle there, so you don't let Yano kill it for free. But if you already have Chandler,
I
then
knew
it doesn't
you'd
matter.
Oh no,
I
this
activate
is,
a
okay,
field
this one,
spell.
okay. 1 and 0 for Cappy.
Ready to battle?
Cappy,
It's
Cappy,
too
Cappy,
late
Cappy.
to give up. I
So
attack your
6 and
life points
4.
directly.
And now Infinity is leading again. In advantage of 2 points.
How
Wins.
did I lose?
That was a fabulous duel. Let's duel again sometime.
Um, Rick Pejano.
So Yano finally off the board, but not before he
He did a good job.
got
4
4
and
wins
1.
for Diffusion,
4 and
putting
1.
them back. Putting them back like 2 games behind, so now they're definitely still in it. We'll see who Diffusion decides to bring in next.
So now we have My Hope.
Yeah. So maybe another Phantom Knight,
Oh man.
since we know they're not really playing anything else to counter Harpy from what we've seen so far.
No,
Yep,
no way,
nothing
another
Phantom
one.
Knight.
Oh man. 1.
No Lunalite, no
Shoot.
Melodious. None of these decks that are considered. Well, I mean, Melodious isn't considered a one-for-one
if you
deck,
lose
but
the
I
fight,
mean,
You're leaving me
Lunalite
with
is.
no choice.
You
Uh,
think you can
Diffusion
defeat
just
me?
decided to
Don't
stick with
flatter
the most
yourself.
consistent
Duel.
decks. Figured
Ready?
PK would be a
It's
sufficient
my
counter to
turn.
Harpy, and we'll.
This will strike
It
you
did.
straight
It
to
didn't
your
pay off
core.
for them at the start, but we'll see if
I
it comes
activate
back
Ragged
to
Gloves'
help them now.
effect.
You do get to go first though with
I
the ideal
activate
turn 1.
Ancient
So
Cloak's effect.
a 10
The
for 1 deck.
Phantom Knights of Ragged
True.
Gloves. The Phantom Knights of
Gotta
Silent
open
Boots.
playable for 10 games. Sad.
Appear. I build the overlay network. Exceed
Okay, not how
summon.
I did yesterday.
I activate my monster's effect. The Phantom Knights of Ancient Cloak. I activate Ancient Cloak's effect. I activate Silent Boots' effect.
Set 2 more, 1 time. For the optimal setup.
I'll set a card. I'll set a card. I set a card.
That's 3.
That brings
So
my
this
turn
is
to an end.
this is the best turn 1 opening. The best turn 1 opening that PK can have, pretty much.
If you underestimate me, I'm not the one who's gonna pay for that mistake.
So this is Harpy's Hunting Ground Harpy finally. So they are playing Harpy's Last Full Harpies and Harpy's
Oh, yeah.
Hunting Ground
Field spell,
Harpy.
Harpy's hunting ground.
That's a good choice. To even have one with a different skill from the other ones.
Mhm.
I activate my
Oh,
quick
MST.
play spell, Mystical Space Typhoon.
Just using Mystical Space Typhoon to deal with the Harpy's Hunting Ground now.
That's fine. He forced the MST. Hope he has back.
My quick play spell,
Swallow's Nest.
Swallow's Nest.
Okay, okay.
I was just about to say, like, if he didn't have Swallow's Nest, Mihawk wouldn't actually have to commit anything else, because after the Harpy's Hunting Ground was destroyed, Harpus would have been only 17 under attack, and so Harpus alone couldn't have done anything.
My monster's effect activates.
Perfume are likely searching out an egotist here.
Trying to snipe the Fog Blade. That's yeah, 50-50. It's a 50-50. Just be lucky enough.
Probably just allow this and then book the Harpy if you have it.
Oh, yeah,
If you're
I
already
forgot the
struggling
infuse
with one
levels.
harpy
Let me see.
lady,
No.
how will you
He
fare
is
against
allowing
more?
egotist to
Elegant
activate here,
egotist.
so
He's
Swoop
allowing
in,
that.
harpy lady.
but perhaps another back row hate and
Oh, that's
oh no,
why.
it's a treacherous.
Wow.
Okay, yeah, that's like best case
That's
scenario.
why.
Uh,
That's why.
I set a card face down.
yeah, that's why he didn't use anything.
Set 2 more. Fine. You can get the fetch from the graveyard. I mean, because of the Harpy's in the graveyard. He also, of course,
I mean,
Channeler.
assuming Mihawk doesn't have Trish, Cappy will be able to stop him with a book.
Oh yeah.
I draw.
That's true.
So you might be okay, but if he does have the Trish, then he'll be able to apply a lot of pressure this turn.
We gaming.
ETH gaming.
Well, some gloves.
You're not a true PK gamer unless you open Leviair combo with TTH and Fog Blade.
The Phantom Knights of Ragged Gloves.
Oh, freezing? Oh no, no freezing.
Now's
Okay.
my chance.
No, okay, he
I
plays
activate
bad.
my face down card. My
No,
trap activates.
let's see if you
So
play
do we see a
Trish.
Lance here? Nope. We see a Trish here.
Oh, maybe you don't want to summon it now. Me.
I activate Ragged Gloves'
Mhm.
effect. I set a card. I activate Ancient Cloak's effect.
So no Trish. It looks like Diffusion, even though they're playing a lot of PK, not playing any Trish any list with Trish in it.
Ancient Cloak attacks.
Attack with cloak. Okay.
Oh, I'm only getting warmed
Oh.
up.
Now go. My monster attacks you directly.
Ah! It still isn't over.
I end my turn. Didn't you hear me? I ended my turn.
How many cards? How many Harpy
I
cards
can't
does he have in
believe
grave?
this is happening.
A lot. At least 3.
Come on out. Harpy
Yes, yes,
Channeler,
3.
Harpy Channeler's effect.
Oh yeah,
activates.
oh yeah, this is the first like Harpy's hunting ground Harpy, so it doesn't
Oh, he still has the
necessarily
fog
matter.
blade.
He does have the fog blade, so I mean, I think he kind of
Yeah, he kinda
has to try
has
using
to.
it.
Okay. I special
Oh.
summon a monster.
Okay.
Oh, I guess he
My
felt a delay
monster's
with the
effect
back row earlier,
activates.
and maybe didn't want to commit to it in case it was a book. Gonna wait for Cyber Slash and
I
then
hope
maybe
you're
Fog
ready.
Blade that.
I synchro summon a monster. From my hand, I activate a spell.
And Mihawk's in a weird position right now because, I mean, obviously he does have Fog Blade, but still can't commit a play right now. at least with his monsters, until Cappy gives him some available space. This might not matter, seeing as how
I set a card face down, ready to battle.
We'll just
Go!
go over the
Cappy
cloak.
is-
My monster attacks.
Because there is no
Attack
sense
the
to go over
cloak.
the guys. There's no more materials attached, so. And he also clogged anyways.
Hey, by
Now-
attacking the cloak here, he still keeps him like semi-locked here,
Okay,
so
yeah,
it
so
totally
it's
makes sense
now.
for him to do this.
Okay,
Just
fuck
as long as he
Blade.
doesn't attack Levier or remove the flooded set, Hawk isn't going to be able to commit to any exceed plays for the next bit.
Yeah.
Huh. My turn is over. Make your move.
You won't get another turn. It's my turn. I draw.
Ironically, and oh, what?
Yes,
He did have Trish this whole time.
Yes, he's one
Okay.
to wait for it.
Yeah. I think he was waiting until he could commit and exceed as well.
I activate my
Oh,
monsters
okay. Top deck.
That makes sense. So, like last turn, he wasn't able to make
Here I go.
a rank 3 exceed
I
on top of
special
it, so that's
summon
why
my
he waited.
monster.
That's usually what you want to do when you Trish.
He didn't want to lose his Trish, so slash.
And yeah, Cappy could, yeah, Cappy can cut this whole turn if he wants, but
I exceed summon.
yeah, just a book here would be massive for Cappy.
Rank 3, the Phantom Knights of Breaksword.
Now's my chance.
Yep, there's the book,
Yes, it is.
potentially on the Trish, and then return the Breaksword back to the extra deck.
I thought you'd
Oh wait,
worth
it's
more
fog
than
bladed.
just
Never mind.
negated,
You
yeah.
can't
I
return,
am
yeah,
returned.
that makes sense then. Yeah. Hard to write.
So at this point,
I set a card.
The Mihawk is threatening out. Oh,
okay, number summon.
Ready to battle?
alright. Mihawk does
Yeah.
have to use a book here if he has it, because he won't be able to revive with Breaksword if he doesn't.
He can swing over it without any fear because there are no there will not.
Oh, he has the trap. Yep.
2 PKs on the graveyard when he
That was a,
destroys.
that was a damage step delay.
Uh-huh.
So he does have this the sword. The sword will protect the Breaksword here.
Is that another damage step delay?
It might be from
Lance.
Cappy. But one thing I found out on ladder is that if you tried lancing
Make your move.
the one of the Phantom Knight cards, they still will be able to use it.
I draw.
So good thing Cappy didn't use it there. He would have been disappointed.
Breaksword effect activates.
Wow.
I'll set a card. Battle.
So interesting that
Attack.
Ah!
yeah,
It's still
thought he would have potentially. I guess because he had 2 back row, it made sense that he wasn't going to commit to one of the back row here.
You should summon with the fog in the graveyard, that for a reason.
This way, potentially,
Oh, he goes.
yeah. There's nothing. So maybe you felt no delay with the back row and decided I'm just gonna go all in, kill the Cyber Slash, and then go from there.
My Phantom Knights may fall, but they always get back up. That's how I battle too.
That's the thing with the 20 card build in particular, is even though like smaller builds do promote consistency with Channeler, you obviously can't play as many techs. So you pretty much just see Book and then Swallow's Nest and then maybe a couple others, but they are limited with techs, and that's probably what we saw there. 2 back row probably weren't live, and Yahawk recognized it and went for a lethal.
Hey, good job, my hook.
Now, this is, I mean, since the beginning, this has been the closest game we've had so far. One game differential. See if Mihawk can equalize the game with this. Do you see a Shizu? So is this Seal Tomb's Abyss Actors?
Shizu.
Very well.
Ah.
I'll face you.
As long as there is a single glimmer of light, I will fight to overcome the darkness. Duel!
I don't see anything else unless...
It's my turn!
Oh no.
I'll set a card. I set a card. I'll set a card.
Contemplating whether or not he wants to use the skill right now to prevent further restrictions later on in the duel.
I set a monster. That
He
brings
decides to
my
just
turn
set his
to an end.
monster instead.
My turn. I draw.
I wonder if his set then is a gloves.
From my hand, I activate
Oh yeah, gloves
a
or
spell.
cloak.
Maybe gloves of clock, yeah. Very true.
From my hand,
Oh no.
I activate
Storm.
a spell.
That's Storm.
Chain
Oh,
Cosmic
no.
one time.
Now's my
Oh.
chance.
Okay, Cosmic now.
We're gonna use the Cosmic here,
The wild
prevent
hook.
Storm from getting
Very
value,
good.
and prevent Wild.
I
He had a
activate
Oh,
Mystique,
spell.
so... Okay. He decided to Mystique his wild hope, which makes sense. Now he's able to search.
My monster's effect activates.
We will get to search the Madonna here if he wants it. If he has it already, he can search for... Yes. Yeah, okay, he does search Madonna.
Okay, it's the Book of Moon. That was
From
pretty
my
good.
hand, I activate a spell.
The most important
Now,
thing,
again,
yeah.
the most important thing about Cosmic here is this will prevent Cappy from using Sealed Tombs this turn, because Sealed Tombs can only activate when you're when you have 1,000 less life points than your opponent.
Yes, good point.
I activate a spell. Oh! From my hand,
Does add
I
Sassy
activate
Rookie.
a spell. I
And he does have
activate a
another
spell.
Wild Hope, so he will get to Pen Summon here.
I pendulum summon a monster.
He gets to Pen Summon his Wild Hope from the extra deck, as well as
What
his
shall
Sassy
I
Rookie if he
play?
wants it.
I special summon a monster.
Nice.
My monster's effect activates.
Make this boost by 200. Equals to the number of Abyss Actor monsters you control with your different names.
Cappy is in kind of an interesting spot because he can attack the monster if he wants to. But then if he goes for the attack directly, he likely won't be getting sealed tombs off this game. He does have a decision to make here. Looks like he is just gonna pass on this.
It's my battle phase.
No, he's going to attack.
No, he is gonna
wants to
attack.
perform damage.
My monster attacks.
I mean, your opponent still has on top deck situation, so actually it makes sense.
So no sealed tombs this game for Cappy, most likely. Which is probably a relief for Mihawk, especially if he tops a monster here. But otherwise, Mihawk's still in a bad spot if he doesn't.
Yeah. No, it's on everything in this top deck.
I activate Ancient Cloak's effect.
He does use Cloak's effect. We'll see if he has one.
Search for the gloves.
Does add gloves. Okay, did he top deck boots here?
I set a
Oh,
monster.
no.
He did not. It was a back row.
I'll set a card.
Okay. Grabbing gloves there so he can have follow-up for next turn, assuming he does get there.
It's my turn. I draw.
No, like, Cappy has to search another rookie.
Cappy can just
might
be
be safe
down
with
at
just
this
that.
point. Yeah, there's nothing really much else he has to do here.
Yeah, but he's thinking. But if there is TH, the problem is the middle is book and the new one it was TH.
I activate a spell.
He's in a good position anyways. And if he force both book and TTH or both book, if there are
He does
books,
just grab a
he
sassy
dies.
rookie here, recognizing that he
Dies.
can just like attack with his board.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to commit to anything else.
Does make the opponent has zero resource.
This forces Mihawk to have to use both of his back row to survive here, assuming both of those are defensive cards. Interestingly enough, like making Malson here is actually, unless he has a monster in hand, is actually worse because then he'll potentially have that set and then have only one monster after that. So he's probably better off just attacking here. But we'll see if he has like, another card in hand.
The middle could be, one of these could be one of the Phantom Knight trap. The sword. What's this point?
Taking a while to think though.
Yeah. We still have one backer alive.
They must know
So
something
next
that
turn,
we
if he can't
don't,
TK.
because I probably would have ended this turn a while ago by just attacking.
Yeah.
But maybe he's scared of something, or there's some sort of play he can do that he's
I
potentially
mean, if he
looking
just
into.
fixes, then he loses to TH. Kinda, I mean.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
So
it's just like you can TK. If he has the sword, I think it is what it is. You still have one back row. And
he's taking a really
he
long
needs to
time.
activate
like, I
the
don't know
sword
what's
if he's a
happening.
sword. And then he has nothing. Okay, let's say even that there's another book, then he still has a monster, but still have one back. Should be safe. Just back now.
think the play's just attack, but
Yeah, yeah.
they're still considering a play.
Ah, timeout incoming. Yeah, true. It's taking a
Probably
lot
not
of
up.
time. It's taking a lot of
He
time.
probably has like 40 seconds now.
Yeah, yeah.
On that.
Better do something now before the timer goes under 50 seconds.
Is like BlueStacks crash or something? I have no idea.
Uh-oh.
No idea. But I wouldn't be surprised if a timeout happened.
Or maybe they are debating in the VC. Something is happening though.
Who knows?
Wow.
But I'll tell you this much: if they debated almost their full timer just to attack, that's kind of tragic.
No, seriously, but checking PayPal.
Oh no.
No, what is happening? Yeah.
How much more time does he have? Gotta be close to finish, right?
Wow. Yo, are you guys okay?
Starting to feel like
Oh, Kathy won. Oh, I see. Oh,
okay.
It was a bug, I think. Okay, Lemao. So I assume he just decided to swing with everything, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's probably what happened.
Lemao.
You probably quickly check just to see.
Yeah, true. We can just quickly check.
And we can catch up with the next game after.
Yes.
It was really weird. But I mean, that makes sense because it felt like it was over 3 minutes.
Konami servers.
Konami! Alright, so let's see what happens.
You'll learn just how powerful Xyz monsters can be.
No, that Cappy won. We just want to check to see what happens. It seemed like we waited over 3 minutes and nothing was happening, but okay, so that's where we were at. Boots was set. Donna was added.
Okay, yeah, he just had to attack, double book.
Both books used, and then yeah, he just doesn't have any more resources after this.
Oh, he had Charlie's. Okay, here's Charlie's.
There we go. So Chalice is actually showing
Yeah,
here.
6s and attack.
He has enough material for game.
Yeah.
Alright. Interesting to know that he's playing Chalice, but yeah, onto the game at hand then. To catch up here. It looks like Harpy out of Diffusion here. Up 30 card Harpy.
I have foreseen that this duel will
50
end
cards.
in your defeat, and you cannot escape
Maybe we'll see
your
some News
destiny.
Fusion this
Duel.
time.
Feeling nervous? It's my turn. I set a card face down. I set a
The
card.
triple?
I set
Oh yeah,
a
mommy.
card. I end my turn.
My turn. I draw. I set a card on the field. I set a
Oh
card
no,
on the
no,
field.
no, no.
I set a card
Okay,
on
okay,
the
okay.
Time.
Ah.
I end
That's
my
never
turn.
mind.
Here I go.
I thought a storm was coming there.
Say hello to Harpy Harpist.
PTSD.
Ready
Oh man.
to battle? Harpy Harpist,
Yeah.
attack!
Cappy does get
I
sealed
end
tunes
my
this game
turn.
if you want
My
to.
turn. I draw.
Triple back.
Here's my face
Okay.
down card. I activate a quick play spell.
Blind Space Typhoon on one of the back row.
Here's my
One.
face down card.
Double.
I
Wait, it's
activate
another?
a quick play
Yeah.
spell. From my hand, I activate a spell. I activate a spell. Oh! From my hand, I activate a spell. I activate a spell.
So he decides to add the White Hope just
I
for the Pendulum
summon
Summon,
a
okay?
monster.
So that would be kinda cool if he has two monsters, assuming that the other one back row is a Chalice, Revoke.
What shall
He's
I
safe.
play? I special summon a monster.
Oh,
Here's my face
okay,
down
okay.
card. I activate a spell. From my hand, I activate
Oh, he
a
will
spell.
pop his own White Hope.
My monster's effect activates.
Gonna try and go for lethal here
Yes,
if you can.
forcing, but there is a Divine Wrath. If he discards, oh no, it was not a sign. That would have been clutched. But now he's relied on the top deck.
Mihawk will be able to add Perfumer likely here. Although if he wanted to be a true gamer, he could add Channeler and hope to top a Harpy card.
The Giga
So
Chad.
I think
Add Chandler one time.
I can see the future
the real man play.
Oh man, imagine
Let us battle.
if he's a Chad.
But yeah, if he doesn't draw his Harpy card,
Yeah.
Like that's gonna keep me down.
Might there's still a chance he goes
Uh,
for it, but I mean Perfumer
Yeah,
makes more
Perfumer is
sense.
just GG.
Yeah.
My turn
Perfumer's
comes to an end.
it's just safer.
Can't believe this is happening.
Draws into a back row, and like he could top into a Channeler here, or he could top into a back
GG.
row.
I summon a monster in attack position. My
Okay,
monster's
so
effect
he does
activates.
Perfumer. Ideally for Mihawk, that
If
card he
you're
just
already
drew is a
struggling
back
with
row.
one harpy lady, how will you fare
we'll
against
see.
more? Elegant
Or actually, no.
egotist.
The
Just
ideal would
basically,
actually
you know,
Harpy
go
lady,
here so that he can go for lethal. but
ideally
I
he will
exceed
top deck
such
back
a
row
Chandler
would be pretty
monster.
good.
and show dominance.
Oh wait, yeah, he can just mouse him. What am I
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about?
yeah.
My
Like you could have
monster's
shown
no,
dominance by
this
just
is
top
always the
decking
play. This
Chandler.
is always the play.
ready
Yeah.
for battle? End of the road.
No, GG.
Television
I
on
attack
Cyber
your
Slash
life
for
points
effect.
directly.
Oh, wait a second. Oh, okay. Fine.
I have lost.
So
This was unexpected.
now the
Most
fusion
impressive.
is always
That was
more
a
close
fabulous
to the Infinity
Let's duel
score.
again
Yeah,
sometime.
The 6 and 7.
7-6 now. That all came back to the Divine Wrath there on the Wild Hope. After that was used, it was pretty much done. Because Giampy was depleted of his resources, had no defensive cards. The Harpist was going to search the Perfumer, and that was it. Still think the Giga Chad move would have been to go for Channeler and
Yeah.
then top something, but there was no reason to do that. Would have potentially been an
Now
interfeated.
the new... We still have 2 players for Infinity. Yeah, 7. Wait.
They have
Hero
Saramaka and
Saramaka.
Hero left.
Be right back.
We'll see what Infinity comes out with as their next counter to Harpy. Potentially be PK back, although I don't think PK is that solid of a counter. I mean, it's very hand dependent between the two decks. Of course, I I'll have to wait for Giampy to come back here in order to watch, since he didn't give me the room ID.
Okay.
Looks like he's back though. All right,
We're back.
let's see what Infinity brings. They do bring PK back in kind, very likely anyway.
I'm definitely in the mood for a duel.
I can be merciful, but if you wish to fight, you're leaving me with no choice. Duel! Ready? It's my turn! I set a card. I'll set a card. I end my turn.
Feeling nervous?
With 2 stats.
It's my turn. Draw. Come on out. I summon a monster in attack position.
So you wonder if he drew like Tnobes99 and like
Only to
was wanting to keep like Econ or something in hand.
If you're already struggling with one harpy lady, how will you fare against more? Elegant egotist. Cyber harpy lady.
This will be a pretty big treacherous if this is yep, there it is.
Yeah, of course, that's why.
Yeah. So confirming that this is PK, although we likely expected it.
I set a card face down.
Set to impasse.
I end my turn.
Ready? It's my turn. I draw.
So maybe he opened double Kagemucha. Or oh, maybe he.
I mean, if he opened double
Yeah.
Kagemucha, you could have gone Dante. So I'm thinking you got like
plays
Kagemucha, maybe like
Dante.
another
Some
back row, and just don't want to
Dante.
set it. So like maybe like an Econ or something. Looks like he does have an Exceed play now, so
Yeah, the
potentially
cloak.
top
Yeah, the
boots
cloak,
here.
Now's my chance.
Yeah, he just had
My
Cloak
face
alone
down
then.
card. I activate a quick play spell.
Which means he likely top decked boots there.
Mhm.
I end my turn.
Interesting.
Here I go. My turn.
Now again, keep in mind you didn't want to set that
The
card
new
on the
ones.
left before. So as I
Yeah,
said,
it was
I
reading the
think
hand.
it might be something like Econ. But now he has to put it down because he no longer has treacherous to save him.
The field spell Harpy's Hunting Ground.
Forty.
Sorry to
It was a book
disappoint.
time.
That was a book of moon. Okay, that's
Okay.
it.
I activate a quick play spell.
Interesting that he decided to keep it in hand at
Yeah,
first. Although maybe
interesting.
he had another book. I was thinking it was something that he maybe didn't want to like potentially like set right at the start.
I draw.
Hmm.
Here's the card I
It was a
set.
cosmic.
I activate
Oh.
a quick play spell.
Okay, so
The Phantom Knights
Yeah.
of Ancient Cloak. The Phantom Knights of Silent Boots.
So this, if provided he plays this correct, this should be an OTK for hero here.
using it again.
Rank 3, the Phantom Knights of Breaksword.
I don't think he used the skill yet, so
No, he didn't.
yeah.
But
So
you see that can add with the
what he can do is he can make the rank
cloak.
4, so he can make Mouse in here.
Phantom Knights of
Then he
Ancient
could use
Cloak.
Cloak Effect to grab gloves, and then use skill to send gloves. Then use Gloves Effect to send the trap, and then revive the Exceed for game. We'll see if Hero does see that lethal line.
Yeah, he doesn't see just
It
the
looks
cloak.
like he does.
Exceed Summon.
That is a good play.
I activate my monsters.
Now keep in mind that if he did use the skill before this, then he wouldn't be able to make Malevolent Sin because the skill locks you out of rank 4 exceeds that aren't
This will
dragons.
strike you straight to your.
Oh yes,
I activate Ragged Gloves' effect.
warrior type.
Or warrior,
I
yeah.
set
Warrior
a
type.
card.
A warrior dragon.
And he did the
Get
play, so
ready.
GG.
My monster attacks you directly.
No matter the odds.
Since
I'll
Malsend
fight
is
to
an
the end.
insect,
I
he wouldn't be
activate
able
my
to make
monsters.
it.
I activate
Because he did it
Phantom
before the
Knight's
skill,
effect.
then he's fine.
Really good
Rank
job.
3, the Phantom Knights of
Oh, no.
Breaksword.
Doesn't miss lethal this time. Does
Let
get
me end your
this.
suffering. Breaksword. Smash him into pieces!
Smash him!
Now,
I lost. It seems I still have a lot more to learn about dueling and about myself.
Nothing about your duel had me worried. Not your cards, nor your tactics.
Yudo speaking straight facts. It's like, that Harpy's hunting ground, I'm gonna book, and then I'm gonna cosmic you, and it's GG.
Smiley face.
It's like that. Alright, so Dish is the last player on
It's
the...
time to duel! I can be merciful.
Dish is playing
If you wish to
Ritual
fight,
Beast,
Well,
so
Dish.
we do
No
know this.
choice. Duel!
This is
Ready?
likely the cog deck
It's
we
my
used
turn.
Everything is
22
that
cards.
that deck was also 22 cards, so very likely he's
22
using the same
cards.
thing.
I
Which
activate
means if he is
ancient
using the
gloves
same
effect.
thing, there is DD Crow in this deck, so that's one other thing to keep in mind.
The Phantom Knights of Ragged Gloves! I activate my monsters effect. Come out! I special summon my monsters.
So he could have obviously
The
changed the
Phantom
text.
Knights
So
of Silent. Okay.
Okay.
I built the overlay network. Exceed summon. I activate my monsters effect. The Phantom Knights of Ancient Cloak. I activate Silent Boots' effect. The souls of the fallen
Going
rise
for
to
a double
fight
explosive
again.
blaze. Somehow.
I exceed summon.
What is going to go now? Break sword,
Break
okay.
free the- I
3K
activate
break
Ragged
sword.
Gloves' effect.
Mm-hmm.
I set a card.
that potentially too.
Oh, he's assuming that
That
he's
brings my
Gaia
turn
or
to an end.
something.
Here I
Oh.
go. My turn. I draw
No,
a
I mean this
Just
is
want to
usually
use
the
that,
play you do if you're able to make it.
I
Or
activate
just
my
so
continuous
by doing
trap.
this he plays around
Phantom
Fargate as
Knight's
well.
Fog Blade.
Nice sword.
You're able to go break sword, like if you open a hand of like Kagmucha and then like 2 other monsters, you usually want to make this play just because, I mean, obviously as we saw, if you just end on Levier and the monster, then Dish has the opportunity to flip down the card that Levier summons on the next turn, so this plays around that.
Mm-hmm.
It's break sword be on the field already,
Yeah.
which makes it even more problematic.
Set 2. Oh, but we have a cosmic.
Here's the
This
card.
might be enough for 0.
It's my turn.
It was a
I break
floodgate,
Effect
so yeah.
activates.
So the setup paid off. Really good.
Oh,
Ambush!
it was nothing. Oh, it's lethal again.
Ah,
Oh my
GG.
god. Unless he has DD Crow.
The
Unless he has DD
Phantom
Crow.
Knights of Ragged
Okay, no.
Gloves.
No.
Phantom Knights
Yeah,
of
he doesn't
Ancient
have it.
Cloak. Appear.
Oh my gosh.
I built the overlay network. I
Just like
activate
that,
Ragged
Infinity is
Gloves'
one game
Wow.
away from taking
Wow.
an upset win over Diffusion. It's crazy. Now, I mean, Diffusion will likely repeat this. But if they do, then it's going to be a hard road for Dish to climb because Ritual Beast, while they
He has to
are
send the trap now, like, yes.
they are good against PK,
Now go.
they
I attack you directly.
are difficult deck to play against other matchups. So
I attack you directly.
we'll see. All right, so down to the last life.
I fight.
Fusion
Wow.
does have the opportunity to repeat here if they do want it. But it's definitely exciting for Infinity though.
Yeah, we have a second repeat and the last repeat from the fusion.
Infinity is basically in a must-win situation for the rest of the season if they want a shot at playoffs. So, win off Diffusion here would be a huge boost to their confidence moving forward.
It's time to duel. Very well.
Looks like there is a repeat here.
It's my turn. This will strike you straight. I activate
And yeah,
ancient
he's going
cloaks
first
effect.
again.
The Phantom Knights of Ragged Gloves.
Loops.
The Phantom Knights of Silent Boots. Appear. I exceed summon my monster.
So okay, so now
I activate
just
my
go for
monster's effect.
the other play now.
The
because of this.
Phantom Knights of Ancient Cloak. I activate Ancient Cloak's effect.
The two ideal turn one hands for hero in a row. The most part. I mean, assuming he ends on 3 back row, it's ideal.
I'll set a card. That brings
One
my turn
die.
to an end.
I mean, either of these
He just has 1.
doesn't really play that much back in move.
What's he have in hand then?
I set this card face down.
Maybe Econ again? We still haven't seen Econ, so we don't know for certain. But we could probably say the set Fogblade
I
here.
set this card face down.
I'm really interested to know what his 2 cards are in hand.
It's
Maybe
my
Lance?
turn.
To me, it was
I draw.
probably more PK cards, honestly.
Maybe Lance.
He just
One.
didn't draw
I
Kid Mucha.
activate my monster's effect.
Phew.
The Phantom Knights of Silent Boots.
I expect
Ah, with flank gate. Let's see if he has a lance or not. No, there was no lance. Oh, we have Trish.
I special
Yep,
summon
so
my
there is a
monster.
Trish here. And Hero likely has a rank 3 play on top of this, because as we saw from the previous term, he only set 1 card, meaning that he likely had more PK cards in hand. There is the cloak here, so he likely has boots too.
Oh, maybe he's still keeping the lance if he has a lance. He might still be keeping lance. So now he's trying to extend the space.
I'll set a card.
Oh, set it one.
I activate Ancient
Ah, okay,
Cloak's
he just
effect.
boost his own cloak in defense. So now if he attacks, I mean,
Let's battle.
maybe he
All
stacks,
right.
yeah. He's
My
not window
monster
cloak.
attacks.
It was a window.
Exactly what I was waiting
Does
for.
attack into a window, so he will get to summon another one if he wants it, or Kanahawk here. Likely
I special
Kanahawk.
summon a monster.
Yeah,
That brings
just
my
Oh, no,
really
another
defensive
window, okay.
play.
So he
It's my turn.
probably doesn't have a Ritual Beast in
Yeah.
him then.
Now's
There's
the
no
time.
tamer in the
Or he has
hand.
Kanahawk
Monster
already,
in
one of the
attack
two.
position.
Oh,
My
top deck
monster's
kind of
effect
nice.
Okay, top deck's Kanahawk, there you go. That'll do it, I guess.
So, yeah, keeping in mind that hero still has a fog
I
blade
activate my
when you
continuous
negate.
trap.
I
Phantom
know.
Knights.
So he will get to prevent this. But he could potentially book this to let it go through, although he doesn't allow it. Or he does allow it if he did have something.
I special summon a monster. I set this card face down.
Just gonna attack over the cloak here.
Let's battle. Here we go. I attack with a monster.
He's gonna attack.
My turn is done.
Ready? It's my turn. I draw. The Phantom Knights of Ancient Cloak. I activate Ancient Cloak's effect.
But there are 3 back rows.
The Phantom Knights
That is
of
kinda
Silent
scary.
Boots.
Floodgate would be
Exactly
huge
what I
here.
was
Yep,
waiting
there's the floodgate.
I use my face down card.
Do you have a lance
My
to
trap
prevent this?
activates.
I'll
Oh, no.
set a card. I activate Ancient Cloak's effect. Battle!
Probably another
All right.
book.
My monster
Or
attacks!
the first book it will be, right? Yeah.
Now's my chance. My monster's effect activates.
The first
Tag
will tag
out
out.
here.
All right. I special summon a monster. Here I go. I special summon a monster.
All right. Attack!
Swing over a ulti kanok. Oh. Looks like Tish has something to stop the attack. I don't know if he's thinking about it.
Just decide whether or not he wants to keep the kind of hawk on the field to get more resources. Probably wouldn't be an
Now it
awful
depends if he values more
consideration.
the double window
But he
or the double back row.
Now's my
Okay,
chance.
he values more the double
I
window.
reveal
Makes
my
sense.
does
face down
decide to
card.
use it.
I activate a quick play spell.
That brings my turn to an end.
It's my turn. I draw a card. My monster's effect activates. Here I go. I special summon a monster. My turn is done.
It's my turn.
And that's it on
I
the
draw.
battlefield. Okay.
And at this point, Dish doesn't have to worry too much, because again, that one monster is floodgated. Trishula can't attack over Guilty Petalfin, so he can try and go for the deck out now. But he does have to keep in mind that there still is the sword left in the deck, so it's not completely over. However, provided he can get past the sword as well, which is a pretty good spot to take this game.
Stall. Slow deck.
I flip over my set card.
Oh, the Econ.
I activate a quick play spell.
So he's gonna EK on take his floodgated monster.
So he will force now the ulti battlefield.
Belfin will use the effect.
Now's my chance. My monster's effect activates.
From my hand, I
Oh, he's a
activate
cosmic.
quick play
Okay,
spell.
change the cosmic.
All right. I special summon a monster. Now's
Yeah.
Let's Fuma wave.
I special
Okay.
summon a monster.
Phantom Knight's Fog Blades effect activates. The Phantom Knights of Silent Boots appear. I exceed summon my monster.
Worth noting here that if Dish didn't banish a second window here, he would have been in
Nightmare Shark?
huge trouble.
I
Okay.
activate my monster's effect.
Okay.
I activate Silent Boots' effect.
Gets another top. Oh, okay.
I set a card.
That is really good. Now he
Now
can
go. My monster
protect
attacks you
his
directly.
Nightmare Shark.
Dish does have to go for
I can still
a
turn this
Petalfin
duel
return
around.
in
But I
order to
directly
deal
doesn't
with
care
the
about that.
Nightmare Shark now.
I end my turn.
I
Could also
refuse
go
to
for a
lose.
mouse in here, but
My
that
turn.
would get rid of his both his windows. So I would assume Petalfin would be the way to remove this.
So let's
He
see what
can.
will Dish decide to add. Oh, it's actually pretty smart from Hero. Ow. Because he wants if Dish wants
From my hand,
with a Nightmare
I
Shark
activate a
without
quick play spell.
with only the windows, he must attack
Dish
one of
does
those.
D-draw to MST, popping the other one, knowing that the other set is Break Sword and won't protect
Here I
the
go.
Nightmare Shark,
I spec
at
my
least
monster's
from an
effect
effect from Exceed
But
or
he goes for
from
Kanao, which makes sense.
Petalfin.
He was probably wants to for Battlefield to bounce the
My
Nightmare
monster's
Shark.
effect activates.
he plays the one card, the one
All right,
mystery.
I'm
Okay,
counting
that's
on
good.
you. I special summon a monster.
Search for Elder.
My monster's
also
effect
works.
activates.
Co na banish to Pelio.
Grabs a
sorry,
Pelio here.
I'm counting on you. I summon a
now-
monster in attack position.
He goes
My
back to him.
monster's effect activates.
There's the
Double
Peloton.
bounce, that's really cool.
This is gonna be lethal. He's able to return one more
Now's the time.
with the extract
I
monsters, and
special
then you'll be
summon
able
a
to make mouse
monster.
in here.
My monster's effect activates.
Yeah, he bounce.
This should be lethal. I don't think Dish will miss this.
1, 2.
My monster's effect
This can be
activates.
special summon.
Now is the time. I special summon a monster. Here I go. I special summon a monster.
Decides to add another Kana hook. Oh, this might be fun.
My monster's effect activates. Here I go. I special summon a monster. Time to battle. Let's do this.
Oh yeah, my mistake. He didn't have
attack with the
lethal because
monster.
of the monster defense. But in any case, Dish should be able to win this now.
That's the end.
It's my turn.
He had a monster
I
attack. He had
activate
lethal.
ancient cloaks effect.
Because the problem is he
Then
can
he would've been
spell
able
summon
to
the wind,
mouse
so
and
he can't
activate
use
my
that
monster's
and stuff
effect.
like that.
Okay.
It was because it wasn't.
I special summon my monster. The souls of the fallen rise to fight
Oh,
again.
just don't tell me that it's a
IXC
second shot.
Summon.
That would be kinda hilarious. Oof. Okay.
Right
I don't think they're
through the
playing a-
Phantom Knights of Breaksword.
Wait, did he return? He didn't return it, did he?
No,
I
he
activate
returned
yeah,
the
Dragon
Trishula.
Gloves' effect.
Okay, I was like, wait, he didn't return it, right? Yeah. Otherwise, that
It's fine.
would have been the game.
Breaksword's effect activates. The Phantom Knight. The Phantom. I'll set a card.
My monster's effect active. All right. All right. I special summon a monster.
I end my turn.
I will not lose.
So he will land in two bodies.
I
Defense.
still believe in my cards. I draw. My
We already know one
monster's
card in
effect
back, so as
activates.
long as he stops that monster, he should be
I'm
fine.
counting on you. I special summon a monster. My monster's effect
So you can
activates.
search the ladder later.
My monster's effect activates.
GG. Oh, here the Baron on the Vanish Fire. Oh well, it doesn't matter.
I special summon
You
a
can still
monster.
bounce, search another monster.
Here I go. I special
Or just
So for
bounce
sure.
and attack. So it's fine.
This is 100.
Yeah,
he
just
can
bounce
just,
and
My
attack, it's
monster's
fine.
effect
he can just,
activates.
yeah, bounce.
I activate my continuous trap. Phantom
Oh, okay.
Knight
I feel
Sword.
activate the trap some once.
I'm counting on you. I special
Okay,
summon
it's
a
not
monster.
lethal now.
And now he
My
needs
monster's effect activates.
the other turtle.
My monster's effect activates. I'm counting on you. Here I go. I
I have to
special
search.
summon a
Okay,
monster.
here's for ambush.
I'm counting on you. I special summon a monster. I set
I
this
mean,
card face
how many
down.
monsters do you have?
I activate. I can't.
Ah, this group. Oh,
Okay, so Dish does win that one.
okay.
Not sure if that was a timeout or if he scooped it.
Yeah, because it
Alright.
happened at the same time and get it in the card, like, boom.
In any case, Dish won.
Maybe it was. So this 1 and 1. So now we are at a score of 9 and 7. Oh.
Infinity using a ton of harpies in their lineup. I think this is their fourth one, if I remember correctly.
Yugi, I
Um.
admire you, but I'm still determined to win this duel. Here I go.
Cappy,
My
Hiro,
turn.
Taku as well. I think Ahuron as well. Yeah, I think it's 4 RP.
He does get the start here, but I was thinking it means he likely doesn't have the channel replay.
Come on out.
Maybe he didn't open. Okay, he opened channel.
Or I'm just wrong, and he was just like, you know what?
I hope you're
I'm gonna
ready.
give Dish like 30
Oh,
seconds
he just summoned the heart.
because I feel bad about my opening. Oh, he had the counter rest. Okay, yeah, I can see that now. Just decide what to do since he did have Channeler, but it wasn't like an optimal opening of Channeler. So he is gonna. So he's doing this so he can get Harpy's last will on him.
Oh
Or
yeah,
Harpy's
he's on that
Feather
skill.
rather.
Oh, okay. It was just
So that's
wondering.
the reason he did that.
You need 4, yeah.
It looks weird, but yeah, he is adding Duster here.
I'm not the one who's gonna pay for that mistake.
Okay, fine.
I set a card face down.
Set
I
1,
set
set
a
2,
card.
1 might be
I
the
end
fake.
my turn.
1.
It's my turn.
I mean, why have a field spell that pops one at a time when you can add something that literally wipes out everything at once?
So
From
2.
my hand,
Oh, book!
I activate
That's
the
huge.
quick play spell. Now is the
Oh
time.
no, Kanawok.
I summon a monster in
Elder
attack
Kanawok
position.
one time. Oh no! Okay, 1 step.
Here I go.
You
One
just
more.
roll that
I
into
summon a
the
One
monster
more,
in
one more.
attack position.
Oh, he did it in 22 cards.
My monster's effect activates.
Let's go.
I'd say commentator's curse, but I guess for Dish it'd be a commentator's blessing.
Here I go.
The Elder
I
Catahawk
special summon a monster.
is opened here. Dish is gonna be super happy with this.
I set a card.
Oh, okay.
Let's battle.
He decided to not plug out the double window.
I don't think so. I reveal my face down card. I activate
My
a quick play
monster's
spell.
effect activates.
This is actually interesting. So please play around.
Not
the-
100% sure why Dish
So,
didn't like retag out to banish
was-
another one and then
was
rebanish
play
the
around double
summon
book.
Steel, but
I special summon a monster.
Hmm.
My turn is done.
Here I
Dish
go.
could have banished one more if he wanted to, but I guess he wanted to
Let's play
play
around
it
double
safe.
book. Or
I
book
activate
plus
the
any
spell.
other.
Book
thing
wouldn't
that-
have
Duster.
prevented him from fusioning something at least.
And
So.
did he forget that Hero had Duster, or just he was hoping that Hero
I
would have
activate
keep
hysteric
up there?
signs effect.
Oh no.
My
Nonsense.
monster's effect activates.
If wait,
If
You have
you're
another
already
monster?
struggling with one harpy lady, how will
Surely
you
he has
fare
another
against
monster.
Cyber Harpy?
Oh,
Swoop in, harpy
oh
lady.
no. Yeah.
he has another one.
So this
Oh.
one was a asterisk sign
Come
at the
on
time.
out. I exceed
Oh,
summon
okay.
Why didn't he
He has
matter?
a hand
Now
trap,
he got some
He
malevolence
doesn't.
in.
and that's gonna be it.
And he's, yeah, he's gonna
I
be
hope
dead.
you're ready.
Ah,
exceed
he's showing the
summon
garbage
It makes
now.
Corvage, yeah.
Even
that's a good
better.
point, That's a good point.
Yeah,
My
just in
monster's
case he has
effect
a
activates.
he has something, you know. At least the window will not be back in the next standby phase.
Go. I attack your life points directly.
And just one.
I cannot afford to lose.
End of the road, hun.
Two.
Attacks your life points directly.
And this is how Hero takes the
That's
win
it.
for his team.
Infinity takes the
With that-
upset win
yeah.
over Diffusion,
The score of
10-7.
10-7.
That was a
Good
fabulous
job, everyone.
Let's duel again sometime.
10.
Just goes to show you that
2, 3, 4, 6,
Duel Links is an unpredictable game, and those channeler APK moments can really shift some wars into teams' favors.
Oh, yeah.
Really good for Infinity today. It's going to help their confidence a lot moving throughout the rest of the season. They are in a must-win situation if they want to make playoffs, so they have to win out.
Yeah, they need to
Otherwise,
win every game now.
otherwise they have to try again next season. But a win today will definitely put them in the right direction. Diffusion will have to reset, ponder over the over some of the unfortunate hands that they did see at the start, honestly. But yeah, I mean, I'm not too worried about Diffusion. They're an
they're a
elite
good
team
team.
for a reason,
They're a good team.
and they'll definitely bounce back from this.
I believe, yes. I believe. So, thank you everyone. Thank you for being here today. I hope you guys had fun with me and Tnobes. So, thank you. Oh, thank you, Vinny, you as well. Let me see if I can. If anyone is live, just raid. Let me see. I think we have one game as well on the main channel. Let's see. So that game is about to end. There is a score of 7-9.
Similar to this
Yeah,
score
it's
then.
about to end. Wow, is Witchcraft there? Okay. So we have anyone else?
Which two teams are playing on that one?
Yeah, I see Giral against Ezekiel Reborn.
Oh, interesting.
I mean, no, we were ready then. Maybe Ezekiel Reborn is going to come back. It's 7-9. Yeah, that's Raiden. He was.
That's
Okay.
good.
Oh, okay. They managed to get the win, so it's 8-9.
Okay, well,
See?
yeah.
Raid.
Yeah, if you raid for a
Raid,
little bit, but
Team was. Okay. Team was. Oh, Duel Links. Team was okay. Duel Links. Team was okay. Sure. Start. Okay. Thank you everyone again, and see you next week probably. Thank you Tnobes for being with me today.
of course it was fun, as per usual.
See ya guys.
A little more.
Ow.
How do I say it? Oh, Giampy.